Yo, 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 hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Andrewcast. And today's episode is brought to you by Buck2. Let me take a second and tell you about Buck2, what Buck2 is. Buck2 is an American fashion brand inspired by art and urban culture. You see, they blend Afro-inspired art and urban aesthetics to create unique and one-of-a-kind product that you will not find anywhere else in the world. As a brand, they want to see every authentic aspect of you, the customer, within their products. They are striving to create and awaken the culturally elevated through quality clothing that reflects you, again, the customer. Buck2 is really awesome. I had the honor of having Chris, the CEO, on our podcast, and he's a really, really good guy. And his product is really awesome too. I bought some of their merchandise before I had Chris on the show, and I was really happy with it. So, today, what I can do for you, the listener, is I'm going to hook you up real quick. If you go to the Buck2 website and you go to checkout and you put in the code Andrewcast39, that's all caps, Andrewcast, and then the number 39, you get 10% off your order. 10%. That's what I can do for you, the viewer, 10% off. So, go on over to Buck2.co. All you got to do is Google it, Buktu, to get you some Afro urban clothing. It's awesome. It's stylish. It's highly artistic. Great products. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Buck2. Thank you, Andrewcast listeners. And enjoy the show. Welcome back. This is episode 40 of the Andrewcast. I'm joined again by the all-knowing, all-powerful, spiritually inclined Sheldon Fogel. And then across from me, I have Alec Durst. What is, some people call him the Sirud. This guy, he plays Pixelmon, which I don't know what that is. I'm about to dive into that. He plays Minecraft. He plays Fortnite. Only thing he doesn't do is play games with life. He conquers all the time.
That is true. That is true.
Reality.
I do it all.
All that, man. So, dude, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, no problem.
I know that you were streaming today. Is that like a thing that you do? You stream on Sundays, or what's your schedule like when it comes to streaming, and what do you play when?
Yeah, so I have two channels. I have one channel on YouTube that is Minecraft. I have one that is Fortnite. The Minecraft channel, I've been uploading every single day on it for the past like year and a half.
Okay.
And the Fortnite channel, I just made like 5 months ago, roughly. And I try to upload it on it as much as I can, but the my main channel is like my main focus, so sometimes I can't do it every single day. But recently I've been streaming like the past 5 days for like 10 hours a day. I'll do like 5 in the morning, 6 at night, depending on how I'm feeling or whatever. But 5 days ago, actually, I think it was 5 days ago, for whatever reason, I got onto YouTube's recommended page throughout a live stream.
Nice.
And at that time, I only had 300 subscribers on my second channel. For whatever reason, 40 minutes into the stream, we were up to 400 viewers. And just subscribers were rolling in. It was crazy. That stream has 15,000 views right now in 5 days, which is unreal. And right now, that channel is blowing up. So
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's a Pixelmon video that was recommended, or?
No, that was my Fortnite channel. I was literally just streaming Fortnite, and randomly it just blew up.
Yeah.
But
did you have someone that just was like, oh, they sent all the traffic there?
No, like I really don't know what happened. Like if I got raided, so that's called a raid on
Yeah.
YouTube. On Twitch, which is another live streaming platform, that's called hosting. Like you take all your viewers and you host another streamer. On YouTube they call that a raid. But that didn't happen. I don't know what happened. I just got on the recommended page of YouTube. Next minute, I had hundreds of people in my stream, and it's going really well. So since then, I've been trying to stream as much as I can.
Oh, yeah.
I've streamed like 50 hours in the past 5 days, which is way more than I used to. But I feel like that this right now is the biggest opportunity for me to make that channel like a real thing.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I heard you plugging it in today's stream. You're like, hey, go check out my main channel, watch me play Fortnite. Because this is, like, right now, is probably the best time to stream Fortnite that there, like, may ever be.
100%. Yeah, especially because it's summer. Summer's the best time for really anything on YouTube. I was hoping, honestly, for my Minecraft channel to get really big this summer, but unfortunately, like, it grew a little bit more than what it was at, but it didn't grow as much as I was planning on it to, which is okay, but... yeah, I mean, summer's where it's at.
Correct me if I'm wrong. No shade to Minecraft. And Sheldon and I were talking earlier. I don't know much about the game. I would assume that the audience for that is a little bit younger, right? We're
Absolutely.
Definitely than Fortnite. We're talking about maybe like 12 to 14-year-olds, maybe.
Even younger. Honestly, even younger, dude. Like, I have probably 5-year-olds that watch me.
Dude, I saw
like,
on your channel some kid was like, I am 10. That was his comment.
Dude, yeah. Honestly, like, that happens all the time. But you'd be surprised too, even Fortnite. There are 5-year-olds to 10-year-olds watching that.
See, that's crazy.
And you know, like,
Dances,
Ninja.
man.
Yeah.
Dances.
And, yeah, you know, like, Ninja, even the biggest streamers you see, like, they stop cursing in their streams because they have all these younger kids watching them.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Like, so Ninja does 2 streams a day. One in the morning is no cursing. He didn't used to do that at all.
Yeah.
But he just wants to respect his audience and just go with that.
Smart business.
I'm
Going
like-
to grow it.
But I actually got in a conversation about that yesterday, because that's like one thing that like bothers me a little bit. It's like, I get, you know, you gotta appeal to everyone, but like Ninja grew up or blew up or first came on the scene with Halo 3, and then he went to PUBG and then Fortnite, and like, you know, he was always foul mouthed and stuff, and that like, I feel like the foul mouth kind of caters to not everyone, but like, you know, our demographic.
It's definitely an online gaming thing.
Yeah,
Like,
and
what if
like-
you ever play Call of Duty where people are just like, oh, you nitty?
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
and dude, I remember this one,
Yeah.
this one stream he did on Twitch, and he was like, oh, what the frick, and I'm like, I was like, bro, come on.
Yeah, that was probably one of his PG streams. Now, one thing with that, though, is YouTube is really bad with cursing and, like, swearing and
Yeah,
stuff.
when did that change? Because I heard that leads to
What do you mean
demonetization.
So,
They go
yeah.
after you?
They don't go after you, but they won't monetize your channel, so you're not going to make any money.
Check PewDiePie.
Yeah, PewDiePie, he doesn't even like cursing. Like, I don't even know
He,
why
like,
he gets
censors them.
demonetized. I don't even know why. He's the biggest YouTuber.
So
in
He
the world.
sneezes, he gets demonetized.
crazy.
My favorite gaming YouTuber, no offense, this person doesn't stream.
No, it's cool,
though,
it's cool.
Is JonTron. I love JonTron.
Okay.
He curses all the time, but I know that for a fact that like that's YouTube.
Well, sometimes on your stream, you have to put the 18, like, or a parental advisor. I know that's on
he
Twitch.
just does game
I don't know if you do it
reviews
on YouTube.
pretty much. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
even like
Yeah, but I bet you, like, he probably doesn't get as much money as he could if he didn't
Yeah.
curse.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like, when did that change?
So, like, I think it was last summer, maybe a little bit longer ago than that.
Okay.
There was a lot of really bad videos on YouTube,
Yeah.
and what happened was, like, a couple of the ads, like, the companies were really angry that their ads were there, so they filed a complaint, and then YouTube took all ads out for like a couple months, and then slowly worked it back in, and now there's like a system in that is really strict.
Was that whole swarm of like those cartoony videos that were like and there was like a stream channel for these cartoon videos of like Mickey Mouse like stabbing people and stuff like that? Did you guys see that?
No,
I have
didn't-
no clue what
Alright,
that
dude. My fear was when I brought that up that both of you guys would be like, I have no idea what that is. But I know that they talked about it on Joe Rogan, and it was like this channel that dude, it was like people dressing up as Spider-Man and Elsa and like doing all this gross stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm talking
Well,
about?
I know they really started cracking down when Logan Paul put up the Suicide Wars video.
Yeah.
That went like, it didn't get pulled down. Like, he had to take it
No,
down.
you know the worst thing about that is that was on trending.
Yeah.
It was literally on the trending page
Yeah.
of YouTube, and to get on the trending page, you have to be manually picked. Like YouTube, they pick their trending pages, and the fact that it was horrible. It was a whole horrible experience.
YouTube was
I didn't
part
know
of
that.
that.
Still,
YouTube
like,
was part of that evil.
He
man.
still gets on the trending pages. It's insane. Like he did an interview with Casey Neistat,
Yeah, I watched
who's
it.
an awesome guy. I love that dude.
Yeah.
and that was #1 on trending.
Yep.
But it just seems like everything that Logan Paul does, even though what he's done in the past is horrible.
He's their poster boy.
It's crazy.
It's both of them.
And they don't care. Like, YouTube doesn't care about what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's that money that's coming in, but you're
Absolutely.
right. They're part of that evil.
That's like another reason why, you know, PewDiePie like really stopped giving a
I
shit.
love YouTube, alright? Don't demonetize me.
Yeah, don't come for his head.
No,
He's one of the good ones.
We're just talking. That's it. But yeah, dude. So you have Minecraft going on, which is a younger audience, and now everything's kind of supposed to be kid friendly on YouTube. And then what's Pixelmon? Sheldon was telling me there's like different builds of Minecraft, like different like games that you can play in it. I guess Pixelmon is like some kind of hack or something, dude.
Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
I feel like somebody's parent asking about that.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. So Minecraft is a really open world game. You can do literally almost anything you can imagine in it. But there are mods too. You can download mods, add mods to your game.
Mods, yeah.
There are thousands and thousands and thousands of mods. I started my Minecraft channel not really doing that. I would play on Minecraft servers, which is where you can play with a bunch of other people on and like do mini games with. But that wasn't really working out, and eventually I did a Pixelmon video because I'm a really big fan of Pokemon as well, so I thought it was perfect for me. That video did really, really well. It's one of my it was my first Pixelmon video ever.
98,000, right?
That one was my first one, but that one's another one that blew up really well.
Bro.
got some stalkers over there. No. So that first one I did, I think is up to like 70,000 or something, which was unreal. Still, right now, it's unreal. At the time, that was insane. And so since then, I've just kind of stuck to Pixelmon, and now that's basically what my audience is.
So Pixelmon, just to clarify, is a mod of Minecraft where Pokemon, or you can capture Pokemon?
Yeah, you can capture Pokemon, train them, fight gyms.
What?
You can really do anything. Yeah.
Dude, that's pretty sick.
That's kinda lit.
Because I was going through your channel and I'm like, alright, like, what's going on with the Sirud channel? And I see, like, it's a Minecraft background in the thumbnail, but, like, a Pokemon center stage. Like,
Exactly.
It's just, I see, like, a Pokemon from Platinum, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, this is a Pokemon from like, Ruby? Like,
Exactly, yeah.
what's happening, dude? So, like, that's pretty crazy. I didn't even know that was a thing. So that is, I guess, exponentially more popular than Minecraft because it's not as accessible as just flat-out Minecraft, which is something that you could probably get on Xbox or PS3 or...
Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely cool for a lot of people to watch because not everyone has a PC, not everyone has a PC good enough to run it, so it's really cool for a lot of people to watch it. But the fact that I only do Pixelmon, so I do Minecraft and then Pixelmon, obviously, so it's a really, really narrow audience. Even though I think it's really, really cool, I think that I'm going to have to start branching out and doing other things in Minecraft if I want to grow my channel and like really make a career out of it.
What were you doing today, man? Because that's another thing I was talking about with Sheldon before you came. I was like, Alex is running around like there's an objective to this. I'm like, what is he trying to do? You're trying to like find diamonds to make work, bro.
So
like,
I just started
Fight creepers, right?
yeah, there's a creeper came out and there's all of a sudden like dudes with bows and arrows. Like, again, you gotta start squaring one with me, man. I know you're trying to make something with. It was the black rock, and then you had to have like a book on the top or something.
This
like
is
that.
basic Minecraft here, dude.
Yeah.
Listen, I know that you don't play Minecraft. I know but like, I thought you'd at least know the basics.
No, dude.
You don't know what a creeper is?
No, I mean, the creeper's the green John that walks around and blows up.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah,
You don't want to get too close to
with
that.
Minecraft, for us, when that came out, I think we were just starting college. So we might have missed, like, the rocket when it came out.
I'll tell you how I got introduced to Minecraft. One day I walked in upstairs. We have an office with a computer, and like my brother's playing a computer game. And if anyone knows my brother, like he just plays football. He never plays computer games. So I was like, dude, what are you playing? He's like, I'm playing Minecraft. First off, this game had no music, so I'm like, what's up with this? I was like, are you okay? And what he was doing was he made like a tower as high as you can to like the limits of the sky. He's like, watch this, and he just made his character drop off. He's like, pretty crazy, right? I was like, dude, what is this? And that was all the experience I had with Minecraft.
That's the thing with Minecraft, though, is you can do anything. You can do anything. You can build anything.
Well, I see these people have extravagant houses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why kids love it.
I got introduced to it because I remember someone was like, "Yeah, you want to play Minecraft or download it?" And I was like, "Dude, it's on my computer." I thought they were talking about the Minesweeper with the little bomb things.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What's Minecraft?" I had no idea what that was.
Yeah,
like, no, Minecraft. I'm like, "Isn't this Minecraft?"
So I got into Minecraft. I started playing on my PlayStation with my buddies. I didn't want to play it because at the time I was playing GTA. Like I thought I was a
PS3 or early PS4.
PS3.
Okay.
Yeah, GTA 5 on PS3.
Because remember, Minecraft debuted on the PC, and then it had a
Xbox,
port for
right?
the consoles
Went
later
to the
on.
Xbox, but I think PS3 was the last one before it went to the next gen, right?
I don't honestly know very
I'm not
much.
sure if you can have it on PS4. But
So
yeah,
I was working at GameStop at that time.
So
Yeah, I remember it came out last.
I remember there's like gift cards for Minecraft and stuff.
Oh, dude, everything. You can buy the pickaxe.
There's so much stuff. I went to a Mine Fair once, which is a convention for Minecraft.
What?
Because my roommate, one of my best friends, has over 700,000 subscribers on his Minecraft
So
channel.
this is before you had your channel?
No, this was recent when I went to the Mine Fair.
Okay.
So he has like his own booth. Like there are kids that go up like huge line, sign stuff, give him hugs, whatever. It's crazy. It's so weird. It's like weird that he's like my best friend and he's like sort of famous. It's like weird.
700,000, damn, good for him.
But yeah, anyway, like at those conventions, there's literally like there's like a pickaxe that's like $50. It's just like a foam pickaxe. It's ridiculous what these kids buy. It's insane. It's crazy.
When are you gonna go to one of these, man? You get a table?
I hope to eventually at some time, but I'm gonna have to grow my channel a bit.
Do they have like a
It's invite only, so.
Oh, it's invite only.
Yeah.
Because I know for certain things that like they'll be like, oh, your social media following has to be this much if you want to be featured here or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they have it recommended. They say you have to be at least 100,000 subscribers.
Okay.
But even then, you still have to like get an invite from the actual convention to go. I mean, I went anyway, and I got like a YouTuber thing because Jack just brought me, and I was like, all right, just give me the YouTuber or whatever. So I got
Is
to
this in
walk around.
Philadelphia?
Yeah, it was.
Damn.
What?
But he travels like across the country. He's been in Cali, Houston. He's going to Colorado literally in 3 days to go to a convention. And it's insane, dude. It's really cool. But no, I mean, I got to meet like YouTubers with millions of subscribers. It was like a really, really humbling and like cool experience. It
Damn.
was awesome.
That's really sick, man. So, I don't know. Just a quick side note. There's like a video called like Best of Minecon like questions, and it's like
Oh
these kids.
no!
I don't want to bring that up, man, because I don't want to smash.
No, it's cool.
Dude,
No,
it was
it's cool.
so funny, dude.
Oh.
These kids are like, oh, what build are you planning to make like in the future? Like, these developers are like, what? Like, there's such a disconnect between the people who make the game and the people who actually play it. It's humorous. So I'm sure that's not every Minecraft fan, but like, I watched that video probably 2 years ago, and I was dying laughing.
Oh no,
so
me too, man. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
There's so much cringe in Minecraft.
Yeah.
I love it though. I love it. It's just memes.
Right.
What made you do you stream on Twitch at all?
I do not know.
So this segues into my question. So how come YouTube instead of Twitch? Because I know YouTube is newer to the streaming platform.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Twitch is like obviously oversaturated. Like everyone's on Twitch. So what made you pick YouTube instead of Twitch?
Well, I started my YouTube channel, my Minecraft YouTube channel, just making videos because live streaming wasn't even a thing back then. So I made videos, whatever. And then eventually, when, like you said, live streaming came out later on YouTube. And then when that came out, I thought it was really cool. So now I do that probably like once a week. If I have a series, then I do it probably more often. But I try to. I love live streaming in general. I think being able to interact with fans live is one of the coolest things that you can really do. But I like, for the most part, I do make videos on the channel. On my Minecraft channel is more videos, and then my Fortnite channel is more live streams.
Okay. So do you so when you finish your live stream, because I know that they just automatically upload to your channel, do you pause that and then edit it and then upload it, or do you just like let it rock?
So some people do. Some people like to do that. But I kind of like the uncut raw.
The raw.
Yeah,
Like
I mean that's what I always watched growing up. Like I always watched. Shout out to my boy Big Star. He's got like 5 million subscribers. Yeah,
Sideman.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, he was mostly known for his Minecraft channel.
Yeah.
So that's what I watched. He essentially only live streamed and only put like uncut videos up there. And I kind of that was my dude. Like that was my dude. So that's what I always kind of try to do. I try to follow what he does. And well, now he only does Fortnite. So I made my Fortnite channel, and it's doing well. It's doing well.
That's pretty cool. Well, you also play, is it Roblox? I put a promo video on my Instagram.
No.
You were like playing this FPS that looked like Roblox or something.
So I mean I have made a couple Roblox videos, regretfully.
Isn't that the same thing as Minecraft?
Very similar.
What
but
is that?
It's similar. Honestly, I couldn't tell you exactly what it is because I don't play it that much. But I just feel like it's just like it's a lot more childish. In my opinion, like just the graphics, the mechanics of it, I just not my like. I have people that ask me literally every single day, go play Roblox, go play Pokemon in Roblox. And I tried it. I really did. I tried it as much as I could. It's not my thing.
Do you know what RuneScape is?
Oh yeah.
So when I saw Roblox, I'm like, is this RuneScape? Like, I didn't know if they changed the name.
Dude.
Do you remember RuneScape?
Dude, I remember RuneScape used to be on miniclip.com. And you could like log in and you have an account, and I was like, it was like,
on Miniclip? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was
that.
on Miniclip, dude, when it first started. And it looked like just straight poopy. But like people played it so much, and I was like,
dude,
bro, this is nuts.
I actually played RuneScape a lot.
Yeah.
RuneScape was a
Dude,
good game.
I missed a lot
back
of
in the
plays.
day, like back in the days. Oh wow, that's crazy.
Dude, all I played was FIFA. Like that's all I played.
I mean, that's not a bad game. So,
yeah, and then KSI, you know KSI, and then he got big, so I was like playing. I think he's the same age as me, so I was playing FIFA, and then there was WoW, RuneScape, and I'm like, what are all these games like that people are playing? I had no idea. It's a new world.
Yeah, I mean, WoW and RuneScape are they're open world. Open world. You can do a lot of things, and I think Minecraft is not only open world, but it's really interactive. You can interact with anything in the entire game.
Yeah.
Which is something that like RuneScape you kind of can do. Like you can break trees and stuff, but you can't like build things. You can't like dig down. You can't do that stuff. So I think Minecraft really opened up the floodgates to a whole bunch of new games.
What's the consequence of dying in Minecraft? Yeah, I know these are dumb questions, but it's like you were trying to avoid death, and I was like, last time I checked, like you can like fly around in Minecraft. Like,
well, it depends. I mean, if you're like in creative mode, which is like a cheating mode, which is like you can
is that unlimited resources.
Yeah. So you can have unlimited resources if you do that, but I mean the consequences of dying really aren't that bad. You lose all your levels, which it's not that bad to lose your levels. But if you die like in lava or sometimes you die in a populated area with bad guys or whatnot, all your items drop, and it can be really hard to get them again. Exactly. If you die in lava, they all burn and they're gone. If you die in a bad spot, I think that they despawn in like 2 minutes. So so you gotta get back there really quickly.
Yeah, there was this point in today's stream where you were kind of falling, and you said that you had a kind of a tendency to press Fortnite keys. When you were playing, and you were like, oh my god, like you almost fell in the lava. And you're like, dude, like I'm so used to playing Fortnite that
I just got done a 5-hour Fortnite stream, so like when I was falling, I was hitting my E button to put my floor down, but it's not how it works.
He's like just missed it. I actually was watching and I went, oh.
And he boxed himself up because there was a dude with a bow just.
Yeah, there were skeletons. And they were railing me. So I boxed myself off due to Fortnite.
You were like Fortnite.
That was actually pretty cool, man. But I was telling Sheldon as I was watching it, I said, dude, I'll probably never play Minecraft, but I'm enjoying watching this. I'm not even saying that because you're sitting across from me.
Awesome.
Like, you do a pretty good job of walking people through. What is like the strategy with playthroughs, like as far as vocalizing you playing? What are you making sure that you do? Or are you just not doing anything? Am I overthinking it?
I mean, I just try to be me.
Yeah.
I just try to be me. I try to be entertaining.
Yeah.
I think a really important thing to do is just to know how to just keep talking. As stupid as it sounds, I'm really good, and a lot of like bigger YouTubers are really good at being able to talk about nothing.
And it's hard to do.
I mean, like getting into it. Like when I first started making videos, I would make so many cuts because there would be like 30-second pauses. I wouldn't know what to say.
Especially when you're focusing on something, which seems like what we're doing today kind of required some focus.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I mean, Minecraft in general is a really chill game. It's a really slow game.
That's
really
why
progressive.
I said I could watch it. I'm like, there's something about this that's relaxing to me. Like,
Exactly. I mean, that's why it grabs so many people's attention.
Yeah.
It's a really relaxing game. It's a fun game to watch.
Yeah. Did you ever play No Man's Sky?
Never even heard of it. No.
No. So
you never heard of it?
No Man's Sky.
Really? You never heard of
it?
No. That was like the biggest flop of 2000.
Whoa.
Dude, the original was okay. If we get into your point now.
Pause. Let's run this back real quick.
Yeah.
So, No Man's Sky was made on PS4 exclusive 2 years ago, maybe 3, where it is like Minecraft. It's like procedurally generated, endless capabilities and stuff, except for it's like intergalactic travel. So you can land on a planet that is like the exact size and scale of like Earth, right? And then the moon. And you can go back for space stations, warp drive, like Star Wars type stuff.
Okay.
So
sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's dope. And it's made by a 10-man studio. So, they have to really put the work in. So when it first came out, everyone was mad because they thought it was going to be multiplayer because on the box it said online. But when they said online capability, it was like if you find something, you could upload and share it with your friends.
That's cheese.
Yeah. So people were like, oh, where's the multiplayer? I'm trying to play with my friends. So and it didn't exist. And Sean Murray, the creator of it, he had to go dark. He had to delete everything, and he fixed the game. It took him 2 years, but now it's out, and you can make a party of 4.
Yeah.
You can build bases now. You can like
Really?
It's
Okay.
called No Man's Sky Next, I think.
Yeah, Next, and I'm playing it on PC with some of my boys, and it's lit.
Is it?
It's
Okay,
lit.
okay. I'm gonna have to check it out.
GameStop ripped it apart. I'm not GameStop. IGN ripped it apart, but they ripped apart
And like,
everything.
and now in today's day and age, everyone just loves hating. So
Uh-huh,
like, people won't even
I know
like
exactly
give
what you mean.
something a shot, and they're like, "Oh no, that's trash. That sucks." And like, it's like, bro, you never played it or tried it or whatever. So it's like, not you.
No,
But
no.
I'm channeling a conversation in my head right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I'll play Next, but I know that the original wasn't good for a fact. Like,
It was chill. It was chill. Like, it was fun. I liked it because I could put like 5 hours aside, just like wanted to just plan it, gather my resources, do my thing, whatever. But yeah. So the Steam, like when it dropped, it said all negative, and like now since the Next, it says all positive and like critically acclaimed. And I'm
Okay.
like, you guys are so phony.
yeah,
These people are so fickle.
it's getting up there. And
Yeah.
it brings me to the question because, I think to play that on your PC, you probably have to have like a pretty high spec machine.
Probably, yeah.
Do you have Alienware? Like, what kind of computer do you have?
You seem like someone who built your own.
I did, yeah, I did.
Really?
Yeah, I built my own. Well, with help. I have a couple nerdy friends,
Yeah.
and back in the day, like I grew up playing sports. Like I always played video games. I always loved video games, but my family's a big sport. Like always grew up playing baseball, whatever. So I never really got into like tech until recently,
Mhm.
and it took me a little while to start learning everything. I could probably build my own computer right now.
Mhm.
It would take me a little bit, but I did need help to build this one, and so it's completely custom built. You just got if you go on like PC Part Picker, it
Yeah.
helps you a lot with
Mhm.
what specs you want. But I don't have any Alienware. It's I have it.
That's the only gaming thing I know. That's why I said that. Like, I don't know any other type of gaming computer.
Yeah.
There's
I mean-
Omen now.
Omen.
That's what I got. So
Okay.
my buddies, they all built their own, but I didn't want to build mine just because like I didn't have the time, and I'm a console guy, so I was like, I'm just gonna get a good one, like a good pre-built,
Mhm.
and I bought a Omen 1060 graphics card. This is like last year. It's 1060.
That's good.
8 gig RAM. I need to upgrade the RAM.
Yeah.
i5. I could have did a little bit better. It was like $150 more to get the i7, but I was
Mhm.
like, I don't think I really need the i7 right now.
How much was it?
I paid $860, I think at
Okay.
that time. I think that's after tax, so I think it was like $800 or $820
Okay.
before it's $860.
I was thinking that would probably be around $750. That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe now it would be because everything's probably cheaper now.
Yeah.
So. But yeah,
You got 1080?
I got a 1070.
Okay.
I got a 1070 i7
Mhm.
and 8 gigs of RAM.
Okay.
Or 16 gigs of RAM, actually.
Yeah, I need to upgrade the RAM because RAM is kind of expensive right now.
Yeah, I've actually been having some issues though with streaming and stuff, so I'm really
Mhm.
considering upgrading my setup. We'll see.
What is it? Is it like internet based, or is it just like is your computer like overheating?
I don't know. I don't think my computer's overheating. I don't know. It's just like not performing. It's not
Mhm.
performing well.
Is that what's happening today when you were like, yo, what's up with this lag?
Yeah, like
Okay.
I don't know. I was playing Minecraft. Minecraft is a really
does it get
easy.
hot? Like your
I mean,
PC?
I don't know. I don't really like touch it. Maybe I should, but like.
There's because on mine I have the Omen thing. It comes with like a temperature thing on it,
Mhm.
and I can type it in, and it says my temps
Okay.
and my usage. So
I mean, I know my
you can
usage.
try that,
my
yeah.
my processor's getting maxed out a little bit, but
Mhm.
I think that's probably my main issue. But
Okay.
we'll see.
Yeah, because I think mine, my temps are usually like in the 30s to 40s, and then my usage, if I'm playing like No Man's Sky, which it's not really heavy, but I get like 50% usage, but when I'm streaming at the same time, it kind of cranks it up to like 60, 70.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
And
no,
it's like-
I'm
it's
like
like
when I
so
want see that I have i7, which is better than your
Yeah,
i5.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
when I stream Fortnite, it's
Mhm.
not it's in 90s, 95.
Yeah.
It's
Whoa.
really like pushing it. So
Damn.
I don't know what it is. Like I don't know what's
Crazy.
going on.
Maybe, I don't know, because there's a lot to compute in that game. I'm just
Are
grabbing
you
not
are you
really.
do you know specs well? Are you good with like computers and stuff?
I know I'm like new to building a PC. Like I haven't built one,
Well,
but
okay.
I know parts.
Mm-hmm. Well, so here's what happened to me. So I
Mhm.
bought my PC, I built it. I had a 1070 graphics card, and I had a Z170 motherboard. I don't know if you
Okay.
know what that is, but
Yeah.
my graphics card like was horrible. I don't know. Like I got a 1070. I thought it was great. I plugged it in. It was working. Like I
Mhm.
could play games, but then it would like crash, and like my whole computer would crash. So
Yeah.
it was horrible. Eventually, I ripped out my graphics card.
Mm-hmm.
I broke my graphics card
Broke
doing
it?
that.
Was
Out
this
of
the first?
frustration or
yeah.
because it was hard to get out?
Well,
Dude, they're
a
like
little bit of
really-
both.
They're like kind of flimsy too.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of both. Doing that, I also broke my motherboard. And at the time, I invested all my money into that computer.
I know how much.
How much did that run you?
Well, the initial computer was like 1,300.
Yeah.
So then instead of like returning my graphics card, I was like, I kind of broke it, so like I can't return it now. So I went in and I bought another 1070. So now I had like no money. I had no money.
Yeah.
And then so I had to buy like a knockoff motherboard. So I think I bought like the H170, which is like a couple steps lower than the Z.
It could.
So I think it could be bottlenecking.
Yeah.
My motherboard might be bottlenecking.
It could.
Huh? That was a dark day.
I'll never forget it, dude.
See, that's why I get nervous with like building them, and I'd rather just buy like.
Oh yeah, definitely a safer thing to do. My roommate, who he just buys like entire computers. He doesn't want to risk it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to risk building his own.
Yeah, I was and a buddy of mine, our friend Krail, he bought the same one as mine, but the upgraded one with the i7 and also 16 gigs, and I think it was 1,000. And I was like, fuck. I was like, I want to get it, but at the same time, the only thing I was playing at that time was like really Overwatch. And I have it on Xbox, PlayStation. Now I have it on PC, and I can push it to 120 frames a second. I can play in ultra, and it's fine. Like there are certain games that are perfectly fine, but like PUBG, for some odd reason, like I can play it in ultra, but I have to be in like 60 frames. If I try and go more, it's just like. It's just not happening. And if I want to stream it, it's not chance.
Does your actual game lag, or does the stream lag, or is it both?
So the game, I won't notice the game's lagging, but on that stream will just be.
I have the same problem.
Yeah.
I try to make a series on Ark Survival Evolved.
I played that, yeah.
It seems like a really dope game, and I really wanted to get into it.
Dinosaurs like Jurassic Park.
Oh, dude, I've seen that. Yeah, it's like an island thing. It's almost like what is that one that everyone plays? Primal Far Cry. It kind of looks.
A little bit.
It's you start off like it, but then you can get like a civilization.
Okay.
So like think of a like civilian.
Well, you can tame dinosaurs and stuff. It looks really cool. I mean, I never played it. I watched a lot of it because I just think it's a really cool game.
It's frustrating.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is too. I think I would really love the game. I really think that's my kind of game. But for whatever reason, I get good frames on it. Like I can run it, but whenever I try to record it, it doesn't work. Like the recording's bad. That sucks.
Have you updated OBS as well? And do you use Streamlabs?
Yeah, I do actually. I just started. It's really really cool.
It's dope. But the problem I was having with Streamlabs is
Is that software or some kind of?
So it's it's software. It's like streaming stuff. So it's a website that you can you take so OBS is like open broadcast source software, and you can take the code the codes or links that they give you, and you can embed it into the thing or whatever. I noticed that if you overuse the Streamlabs, like have a lot of stuff on your screens, like if you have screen 1, screen 2, it's sometimes it was giving me trouble because I had a running ticker, and then I would have like a jar for like if someone donated or something like that. But that donation jar like takes up like a lot of. I don't know. It was like weird. It like can take up a lot.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, and then depending on your overlay, like this is when I was streaming on my laptop before. I had a decent laptop that was kind of old, and I had an overlay that I got off of I forget what the website is, but you can create your free overlay, and dude, it was like ruining my laptop.
Really?
Dude, it was like my thing was hot.
I mean, I haven't had that issue yet.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Yeah, so you can I think if you check it, like when it says the percentage on your you play with 2 screens?
3
screens? So if you
I'm not messing around.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got 2. I was trying to do 3, but it's so much going on and my focus is terrible.
Well, I mean, so for 3, I do 3 screens for a couple reasons. I started
44 aces.
Yeah. I have 144 hertz, 3 aces. Yeah,
Nice.
So it's pretty dope. Left screen, my left monitor is like Discord and Streamlabs. Like I have that over here, so that's where I read all my chat. Like if anyone messages me, then I have my game in front of me, and then to the right is like my music, like what music I'm gonna play for my stream.
Spotify?
I don't have a Spotify account.
Are you using iTunes?
So I'm literally using YouTube.
Okay, good.
So
that's also good because iTunes will, dude, it takes a lot.
Does it?
Yeah, it's like weird. Some of these things take like a good amount of percentage to open and run. iTunes can like push your PC, your
Really?
CPU usage
Really?
up to like
Wow. Okay.
60%.
I honestly try to use Apple Music. I don't know why I can't get it set up on my computer.
Okay.
As much as I I'm on my computer for like 12 hours a day, I'm still kind of scrubby when it comes to
Certain
like
things.
technology.
So what I'm getting from all this is that you guys know a lot about how to do this.
Yeah, we're speaking a different language.
No, but I'm very interested in it. It requires a lot of know-how. How long did it take you to get to this point to where now you have it down to an exact science? I think it seems. I mean, more or less.
I mean, you learn things
you
every
can
day.
improve. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But it seems that you have sort of like a stable base knowledge of how this all works.
Absolutely.
How many years was that in the running, or did you just kind of pick?
Yeah,
this
no,
up?
I wanted to bring that up earlier. I started my I started my YouTube channel on a laptop that my dad gave me in 8th grade.
Nice.
I didn't want my family to know that I was making Minecraft videos because, I mean, still kind of to this day, I think it's like a little bit childish and like childish. I didn't want my family to know because
You were in 8th grade when you started.
yeah when I started.
That's not a childish thing. You're in 8th grade.
No, I mean, well, yeah, right. But like what I said, growing up, my family was always into sports. We were always like a cool family that was always like the cool kids.
I got you.
And so when I started this YouTube channel, I would wait until everyone's out of the house. I would make sure everyone's gone. I would lay in my bed. I would lay reclined in my bed, have my mouse, have my laptop on my legs, record just record there.
Yeah.
And then
So you're like 13, 14.
Yeah, that's when I started. But that wasn't my Sirud account. That was like an old account, and then like I was just like for fun.
You're
I was
just
doing
putting your
fun.
toe in the water, man.
Exactly. So that's like where I started. So I always like when people ask me like how to get started on YouTube, how to get started on Twitch, how to get started on anything, I just say start. Just go for it.
Yeah, you gotta grind too. Yeah.
Experience and like doing it is the best way to learn.
Yeah.
And I think that it's not just for YouTube. That's for almost anything. Anything. If you never start, you'll never get good at it.
Totally.
Yeah.
So I grinded for a very long time on this little laptop, this little Dell laptop that my dad bought me.
Discreetly, not to mention.
Yeah, exactly. And then I saved up money. I saved up birthday money. I saved up Christmas money. I saved all this money, and I was like, "Mom, Dad, I want to buy a computer, like a real computer." And they hated the idea. They were like, "Why?" Like they didn't understand why. And I couldn't think of a good reason because I didn't want to tell them that I was doing YouTube.
Yeah.
So like I was at the time I was like I want to play video games on it, and they were like, what? Like you want to? I'm like 15 at the time. They're like you're gonna spend $700. This is my first computer. This is the one I have now. They're like you're gonna spend $700 on a computer to play games on it, and I was like, yeah, like that's what I want to do. So eventually, I just did it. I didn't really care what they thought at the time. Honestly, I was like, "This is what I want to do, and I'm going for it." So that's what I did. I bought that computer. It wasn't the best. Obviously, it wasn't a very good computer, but it was all I could afford at the time. And
how hype were you?
Oh, it was incredible. And I had to build it too. I had to build that one as well. I got my friend over, built it. When it ran, it was a. I don't even know what the feeling
Frankenstein's
was.
monster. It's alive, dude. The lightning bolt comes down through the window. It's awesome.
It is a good feeling when you build. I've seen a couple of my friends when after they built theirs and you turn it on and the RGB's going.
The first time you put it on is one of the best feelings in the world.
Yeah. Man.
But now I almost have my dream set up now.
Okay.
So I think that it's really cool that I started from almost nothing. I started from a present that my dad gave me for middle school.
Yeah.
And then I grinded my way to getting a really good computer. 3 really good monitors, might I add.
Yeah.
Awesome, like everything. My keyboard is $150. My keyboard. So
you got Razer,
Corsair, K70. I was gonna
talking like fishermen over here.
But no, I just think that it's really. I think, like obviously, I didn't make it yet. I didn't make it in the YouTube business. I didn't make it. It's not a career yet. It's still like a hobby. I'm making some money off it. And that's the dream, but I do think that it's cool that I started with almost nothing.
Yeah. And now you since you built your first PC, you can't ever go back to buying like a standard like computer, unless you get like on the side type of thing. Like we're like, oh, this is just a chilling one. Unless you get like a Mac or something.
I mean, I still don't really.
You're gonna rip it apart because you're gonna get something. You're gonna be like, you're gonna go. Let me go into the settings. What is this running?
Yeah,
this is i3.
I mean, if I start to make it and the money's rolling in, I might just buy a pre-built computer that's like insane.
Get a heavy, crazy one.
Like I might just cause
you'd have
to build a computer, it takes a couple hours.
Yeah.
Even if you know what you're doing, like it is very tedious, and I don't really know exactly what I'm doing. So if I were to buy a new one, it'd probably just be pre-built.
Yeah, especially some of the Alienwares, like they're like kind of overpriced a little bit. But when we grew up, that was like the only one. It was like Alienware was like the only company that was like making gaming computers, and they used to be like close to $4,000.
Yeah.
When I was buying mine, I saw the latest laptop they had out. I think it was like maybe $5,000. Dude, that thing was insane. You turn it on, you didn't even know it was on. Like, and the dude was showing me. He's like, you like Batman? I was like, yeah, Batman's cool. He's like, you like Arkham Knight? And I was like, yeah. He's like, let me show you this. And I thought he was going to show me the store one. Dude, he's like, follow me. We go, he takes me behind the cash register. He had his book bag in there. He had his own with him.
Nice.
Showed me his Steam list and all this. And he's playing the game, like, in max settings, all that. And he's like, yeah, I could also put this in, like, AR mode or VR mode or whatever it was. And it had a more range of depth. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what you're showing me, but I'm not buying that. I was like, you're doing a great job, but, like, I'm not buying that.
That's more than
a
computer.
Yeah, for my first, like, true gaming computer, I'm not touching that.
Right, man.
Like, that'll be like an upgrade in a couple years.
Totally. He's trying to sell you a jet.
Yeah.
You just need a car.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think that's frustrating too? For gaming on computers, you have to upgrade it like constantly. Not like every year, but like maybe every 2, every 3. Like you have a 1070, and now the 1080's out, the 1080 Ti's out, and it's like, when do you think is the right time to pull the punch and buy?
I mean, technology is always getting better.
Always.
So even if, like, I bought my 1070 expecting to keep it and keep that PC for a good couple of years. I've had it for like a year and a half now.
Okay.
And it's still running pretty well.
Yeah.
There's obviously, there's upgrades. There's always upgrades. But I do think that if I were to upgrade to a 1080 Ti, I'd be able to have it for 5 years, 6 years, maybe more.
Definitely.
So I don't think I would really need to upgrade it if I were to get that.
Yeah. I was thinking about, because I like Intel, but the i5s and i7s, but I'm hearing the AMDs are making a lot of noise right now.
I didn't hear much about that, but the i9
one
just dropped though for Intel.
Did it?
Dude, i9, it's literally like $1,100 for the processor, not for the graphics card.
Wow. How old is it? Like a couple months?
I think so, yeah.
I think
like just dropped.
I think the i7 just came out when I bought mine, which was November of last year.
Dude, that thing is nasty. My roommate who does YouTube is wants to get a new PC, and I'm begging him to get it just because I want to see what happens. Like does the computer talk to you? Like what happens? Like I want to know.
That performance has to be insane on that.
Yeah, crazy.
So you're obviously very avid on the PC. Now that you're so engrossed in that world, do you ever find yourself in a position where you can hop back to console gaming, or when you're playing a console, you're just like, what is this?
His answer.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's a sport game, like if it's FIFA or Madden
just for fun,
or 2K,
Smash Bros or something.
Smash, yeah. Like those games, Mario Kart, that's always going to be console for me.
Yeah.
They have it on PC, but there's no way. Like it would feel weird. It would feel weird. Yeah. Like I couldn't do it.
But there's like no competitive scene for like some of the sports.
Yeah,
games
exactly.
on PC. It's very small.
But if I were to go play Call of Duty right now, I would play it on console. I don't think I could play that on PC. I don't know. Just like it would feel weird to me to do because I played Call of Duty my whole life. So if I were to play that on PC, I like personally was like, ew, like this is weird. What's happening?
Strange, yeah.
But I went back to go play Call of Duty like on my brother's PS4. I couldn't do it. I sucked.
You sucked.
I didn't play for like 3 years. Yeah. But like back in the day, I was pretty good. I wasn't like pro obviously, but I grinded and like I was pretty good at the game. I had like a 2.3 KD, which like is it's okay. And I don't know. I went back and like I felt like I was my dad, like trying to play again. I couldn't get back. It was so weird. It was so weird, dude.
It's that whole muscle memory, man. You know,
exactly.
You just spent hours and hours and hours on the mouse. The controller's a whole different thing. Well, see, I'm the other way, man. I can't play computer games. Like I trip up when I have it like
absolutely.
This. I totally trip up.
Well, yeah. I mean, getting into PC is always hard.
Yeah.
It's always hard. It was hard for me. I started playing CS:GO. Like I bought my PC to play CS:GO. I have like 900 hours on it.
Dude, you're gonna kill me. Counter-Strike?
Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Counter-Strike. it's basically like Call of Duty, but it's only search and destroy.
And the skill,
my roommate's huge.
The skill gap compared to Call of Duty is insane.
It's the what's the word? Like the physics of it. It's just completely different to Call of Duty. Like if you play Call of Duty, even if you're pro at Call of Duty, does not mean you're in any stretch going to be good at CS.
Is this the game that a lot of YouTubers like Leafy is here? They have that running in the background to tell a story, and there's like a mod where they're like flying up like slides.
Yeah, so that's called surfing. That's called surfing. There's a custom maps where you like. Again, the physics is just different.
Not the video genre, but that type of gameplay is called surfing, where they're
yeah. So that is CS:GO, and he's in a custom lobby doing that surfing.
I had no idea. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Bro, it's kind of trippy.
It
looks like somebody's on drugs.
Like the tournaments are insane because someone will turn a corner and they just get like one shot. Right
well, yeah. So that's the thing. That's what I like. I really loved about Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Was an AK-47. It's one shot to the head.
Yeah.
You click your button on their head, they're dead.
Yeah.
In any other game, that doesn't happen. In Fortnite, it does like 70 damage. In Call of Duty, it's not a one shot. It's not realistic. But Counter-Strike, there's no like health regeneration. There's none of that. So if you like clutch a 1v5, it's so much harder to do that in Counter-Strike than it would be in Call of Duty, where you can regen health and whatnot.
So you play Fortnite a lot. Do you play it a lot, or is it like just here and there?
Well, I used to play probably like 3 to 4 hours a day, which is a pretty good amount. It's a pretty good amount. I wouldn't. I used to not stream it every single day back when even when I had my Fortnite channel, I wouldn't stream it. But like I said, recently, and I kind of have my brother to thank for this. I always used to stream at night because like that's when that's when I play the game. But my brother was like, "Hey, I'm going to the gym tomorrow morning. Can you stream in the morning for me? Because I want to watch you while I'm in the gym." Okay. And I was like, fine. I don't know. First of all, I don't know why he watched me while he's at the gym. Like, why do I like give him that motivation to lift more weights? I don't know. It's weird. But so I was like, you know what? For you, I'll do it. I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
This is my first stream back from my South Africa trip. Nice. I went to South Africa for 2 weeks. Got back the next day. Streamed at 10 in the morning. And this was the stream that got over like 400 concurrent viewers at one time. So when I was on the stream, there were 7,000 views on it.
It's awesome.
Damn. So do you like all the changes that are going on that they're doing constantly?
Fortnite, no. I thought in the beginning they were nailing it.
I loved it when it was
basic.
basic.
They were nailing it. It was basic.
Build. That was it. Build and shoot.
They would listen to the community. The community would say, "Hey, I want you to change this, change that." Boom. They were all over it. Now, they're
very kid friendly.
They're catering to the worst players now. They're catering. It's really spray. It's really the SMG meta is now on another level.
That's like that P90 looking gun, right?
The P90, the drum gun. There's a new SMG that it just shreds through builds itself. It's harder to get materials.
And they took the health of the build.
They took the health down. And that's what I don't understand that at all, because Fortnite is so popular for a couple reasons, but mainly building.
Yeah.
There is no other game. There's no other game, or at least there's no other shooting game where you can build like that.
Right.
That's what makes it unique.
That was the point.
And they're literally trying to take it out of the game, and I don't get it.
Yeah, that's the mechanic that sets it apart. But I mean, that's the curse of having a game get popular, right? Is the fact that yes, it's very popular and your audience is expansive, but you could always expand it more. And how do you do that? You nerf it down so that people who aren't as adequate at gaming now have a more approachable experience. And that happens with so many games. That happens with World of Warcraft. It's just one of them. There's so many games where that happens. So like that's the thing. Like you said,
it's a business. It's a business.
That's what it is,
man.
And
the biggest,
it all comes down to business.
It's just like not cursing YouTube.
What's a shame because I stopped playing it. It was like when the game was, I think, still in alpha, maybe, before like they started adding the season 2 stuff, when it was still basic and like people were just building and like they didn't have a lot of skins. And you know, I'll watch my buddy, he streams, he plays it, and then I'll watch like Ninja, and I'm like, dude, this is like now you got warps and like all these other, like they had the superhero thing, and I'm like, I said, dude, like I didn't think it was funny more because I'm like, you beat PUBG, you made a better, you made a better one.
Okay. I do like some of those changes. I think they're doing a really, really good job with keeping it fresh, keeping it fresh.
Which I'm not going to fault them for it.
Yeah, keeping new things. Rifts are, I agree, they're kind of weird, weird mechanic. But I do like the reason that I like them a lot is
Are
because
rifts the bombs that are falling from the sky and like breaking stuff?
No, it's like a
those are
crack in
meteors
time.
from a while
Dude,
ago.
yeah, I don't know.
It's like
Alex is like, yo, regen. He's like, it's a clutch 1v5. I'm like, bro, is this guy like giving me instructions?
it's like a rift in
Are we
space.
following this?
It's like a rift in space and time where you go through it and it shoots you out the sky where that giant crack is, and you can.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what the crack is.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
meteors
yeah.
come
Yeah,
out
there's a
of.
whole
So that
story
was an
now.
update. Well, okay, so I think that Fortnite is doing. Even though I hate that they're like nerfing builds.
Yeah.
Do you know what nerfing means?
Yeah, no, I think I used that term earlier. Where they're
Okay.
just making it more accessible.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why. I don't like that feature. Why they're doing that, but I do think that they've done a great job overall of updating their game and
Yeah.
keeping it fresh for players
Yeah,
to play. Because, like, PUBG's a really fun game. I played that a lot.
it's hard too.
It was very hard. I started to get good at it towards the
Yeah.
end. But then, like, when they added the new map, I thought it was way too early. I thought there were still a lot of bugs. There were so
Yeah,
many
dude.
bugs in the game that they really needed to fix. They never fixed it. They dropped the new map. It was a desert map, really open.
I didn't like it.
No one liked it. Yeah, no one really liked it. And now they're trying to catch up with Fortnite. You see that they added like emotes. They added like little dances or whatever,
Yeah.
just like Fortnite. They added a smaller map. Like now there's a way to play on a very small map, so it's action packed.
Mhm.
And they're just trying to follow what Fortnite does. They actually tried to sue Fortnite. Did you know that?
Yeah, yeah, they did.
They lost, but
Yeah,
they tried.
lost.
Which I thought that just looks horrible on the PUBG side.
It looks so salty.
Because
They
they
look
tried
horrible.
doing it saying like, oh, you ripped our game.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
pretty much.
But the thing is too, PUBG ripped other games.
'Cause the
H1
yeah.
is wasn't it like the one of
creator.
the developers from H1 like left and then he went and
he
made
created
PUBG?
Blue Chip. Is it Blue
It's
Hole?
Blue Hole.
Blue
Yeah.
Hole. He created Blue Hole, so and that is H1Z1.
Exactly.
And then it blew up, and then it's kind of unfair a little bit that Epic made Fortnite because Epic is like actually a major studio.
Mhm.
They did Gears 1 through 3.
Yeah.
And a couple other games I can't remember off the top of my head. So they had the resources to like keep constantly updating this. Where I think Blue Chip, I think they're in China or South Korea.
Oof.
I'm not sure, and they didn't have the resources because their game was so buggy, and that was like the thing that was killing me. It was like, and it was in alpha for 3-something years.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, like people are buying your game. How is this still like
Yeah.
like trash?
Yeah.
And what Fortnite did right was that, they added guns and then they just expanded the map. They didn't need to create a whole new one. You just
They
add
kept
little.
editing it. They kept changing the
keep
map.
changing it.
Every season there's always something that
Mhm.
everyone's looking forward to
Yeah.
in a change in the map. PUBG never really did that, and I think that Fortnite is much different from PUBG.
Well, there's
The-
no building mechanic in PUBG.
Yeah,
Right?
there's no building mechanic.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it's still a BR. It's still a
Mhm.
battle royale.
Yeah.
So there's that. But battle royale, I think at least comes from Hunger Games. I'm pretty sure Hunger Games.
Hunger Games got it from that Japanese movie.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't remember top
Dude,
of
that
it was on
movie's
Netflix.
crazy.
That
Yeah,
movie
the
is
last time
crazy.
That movie's phenomenal.
That movie's crazy.
What
It's
the
the
hell is
it's
it
the one in like
called?
Japanese, right? Like
Yes,
it's not
they-
English.
movie is
oh my
called
God, it's
Battle
the kid-
Royale, bro.
Battle Royale, that's what it's called.
That's the
Yeah.
whole point of this game.
Yeah, they drop the kids off on an island
Yeah.
with
Crazy.
with the thing on their
Super
neck.
gory. If you guys haven't seen this,
Yeah.
it's literally
Phenomenal.
Hunger Games on like steroids. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And that's where the author of Hunger Games got her inspiration from.
Yeah, well, okay, so that is what started Hunger Games. Hunger Games, you know where Hunger Games went? To Minecraft. Minecraft Hunger Games. You guys don't know about Minecraft? Oh, you guys don't really know about Minecraft. Oh my god.
I was like, what? I was
So,
like, that's dope.
so Hunger Games was a game mode in Minecraft that was on servers. Literally thousands and thousands.
Like a
thousands.
mod, or was it already built in?
It wasn't a mod, no. You just had to join a server, which you put the IP in.
Yeah.
You join. You connect to it. It was this server called like Mineplex, which had like 50,000 people playing on at a time,
Wow.
which is a lot.
It's insane.
And
God.
and like
That's
Hunger
just
Games,
so
Hunger Games was massive, and that's like Minecraft was like the OG video game. At least as far as I know, it's the first video game that had like a BR style.
Wow. Is it still popular? Do people still
No,
play
no. I mean, there are other game modes like that, but because it came out so long ago, like Hunger
it?
Games
Okay.
came out like when the Hunger Games movies came out.
Yeah,
Okay. That makes
So like
sense.
it's still old, and like people don't really play it anymore.
Okay.
But they play like other game modes that are still like BR style, but not exactly like Hunger Games.
And do you think that now, since Fortnite has wild success,
Mhm.
they have the pressure on them because now Battlefield and Call of Duty are doing VR?
No, I would say Call of Duty, and then those guys all have a crazy amount of pressure.
Yeah.
Because I think it could flop.
I think it might too.
I think it has a high ceiling, but a really low floor.
Okay.
I think it could flop hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, to be fair, the Call of Duty series, let's be honest, it's been going downhill ever since like after Black Ops 3. I want to say
that was the last one I played. Well, I played World War II. Hated it. It was. I just don't like when games put expansions in DLC, and like in order to actually really play the game, you gotta buy it, like Destiny and stuff like that. Dude, it drives me crazy.
Well, it's because you and I, not Alec is around our age, but you and I are older. Like we come from like just
MW2
a PS2 game where we didn't have.
I played MW2. I played World of War.
You put $5 on, you got 5 maps, and like now you gotta do a whole $50 to get maps that come out throughout the year.
So that's the thing that Fortnite nailed. They nailed it. It's free. It's free on every single platform.
You can't ever beat that.
It's free.
And I think that's going to change games forever. I think that they changed the entire video game industry completely.
Freemium is the way to go, man. But I'm telling you,
and they did it right with the paid stuff. Whereas, did you play Star Wars Battlefront?
Like the really old.
So you played the old ones, not the new ones, where they were saying,
"Oh, like at my friend's house, like a little."
Yeah,
bit.
they were like, if you buy
hard too.
Yeah, because they were like, if you buy this, you can get skill points and certain things faster. So you can pretty much make your guy level up faster because you put money into it. Like that's stupid.
That's so bad.
That's so bad. That's like not fun. So Fortnite did it right by just getting skins. Overwatch did that too.
Yeah,
you put money in, you're only getting skins.
You disrespect your consumer when you suggest that to get better at the game, you have to pay us more money.
Because now I'm like $400 in a hole just for one game.
But it's a huge turnoff. That's the thing. Like, what's a turn on is a freemium game, and the only thing that you could get with like monetary access is like customization to your character. And people will do that if they love the game.
Dude, I was rocking
that.
I was rocking that like single skin for so long.
Of course, man.
Like,
oh, me too. I was big into PUBG. PUBG was my game. CS:GO and PUBG. Like that was my bread and butter right there.
I loved watching PUBG.
Yeah.
Like, Adult Swim would stream DeMarco, the CEO, playing all the time. I used to watch
snipes in that game are so rewarding.
So I would play that all the time. That was my stuff. When Fortnite came out, everyone started playing it. Like it was starting to get big, and I was like, come on, it's gonna flop. It's toony. It's like for kids.
I said the same thing.
I was like, dude, there's no way I get into it. And like I knew about it for a while, like when it first came out, and then I was like, it's starting to get really big. Maybe I'll check it out. But then I was like, me and my roommate, like we were playing PUBG. Like we were PUBG partners. We played every single day. We were like,
that's intense.
We were like, we're homies. We're homies.
Every single day.
Yeah. No, it was like our thing. It was our schedule. We're like, all right.
Alec is sick. He's like thrown up. He's like, get over here.
I
need help.
Yeah, exactly. No, honestly, man, we would play every day, and we were like, bro, we're never playing Fortnite. Like we made like a contract.
This sounds like me.
We were like, dude, we are not playing this game. It's for little kids. It's like, no. All right, we're sticking to our manliness and playing PUBG.
The real one.
Exactly.
Shooter.
And then my brother started playing it, Luke, who's a sporty guy. He's always playing sports. He's an athlete. That's what he does. And I'm like, why are you playing? Like this like you should be playing like a manly game like PUBG or something. And like I don't know, it just caught like wildfire. And eventually I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
It was okay. At first I was like, you know what? It's okay. I like it. it. I started playing more and more, getting better, learning how to build.
Oh yeah, that's when it
once you start to learn how to build, you're hooked.
And you beat everyone. And it was fun because you could, trap them with the spike on the top or bottom, wherever.
There's so many strategies. There's so many building strategies. And it's crazy. There's still new metas coming out. There's still new strategies that people are learning a year into the game of how to build.
Yeah.
Like I remember you would ramp. I remember doing 2 ramps at once when that first started. People were like, "Oh my god, he's putting 2 ramps next to each other, genius." And then people started doing a ramp and a wall in front of it, to block shots.
Oh, that was game changing to me.
And I was like, bro, this dude's insane. He's doing a ramp with a wall in front of it. And they started doing 2 ramps with walls in front of them.
Yeah.
And then they started doing ramps with floors and walls in front of them. And it's just awesome to see the evolution.
Yeah.
And right now, the big thing is pyramids. People block each other with pyramids all the time. I don't know how much you play Fortnite.
I watch my brother play every single time he's down here, and I'm over at my parents' house. So if I come over to my parents' house 9 out of 10 times, Alex he's at football camp right now. But when he's not, just be sitting here. And I was going to talk about the addiction thing. I don't think my brother's addicted, but he plays a lot. Like Christmas this year, real quick, don't forget your point. Open gifts. The first thing my brother does, he's got a ton of gifts too. Comes right down here and puts it. He lost this table that we're walking around right now. Was thrown, bro. I took a video of this. It's lost forever. We were supposed to go over to my grandparents' house. My mom was yelling for him to get ready. He threw this table, and I was crying I was laughing so hard I was crying. And that's where I realized, like, dude, like, this game has become so big. Like, my brother plays this all the time. But yeah, the pyramid thing is, it's that little, you can, like, obviously toggle to it. I feel like anybody who listens to this podcast, it's like, oh, like, oh,
hey there, young fella.
You just, So
Fortnite.
I see what you're saying. The pyramid you're using.
Well, that's just like the new strategy, and it's really cool to see new strategies just constantly coming out. Even though the game, I mean, it's not old, but it just had its like 1 year anniversary.
Innovation drives the idea, and when you leave all the players up to the innovation part, it kind of makes it.
New guns come out every single day, like new grenade. There's always something new every single week. I think it's on Thursday. There's a new update with something new. And I don't know of any other game that's updated their game a weekly basis. On a weekly basis.
How crazy is the bullpen of this developing office, do you think?
Dude, it's huge. See, that's why I said they had an advantage, because Epic is a established studio. Like, so
more manpower,
There's
obviously.
I think they have at Epic close to 100 people. Like working on maybe Fortnite.
It's probably more than that now.
Because like Blizzard, like I'm looking at Blizzard. Blizzard's like 4,000 people, and they pump. I think they're the only company. Them, Overwatch, well, it's the same company, but they can do weekly updates like that. And the fact that Fortnite does it is like really impressive too, because it's like they're really on it, and they also made a lot of money fast. Off this one game.
They have $100 million going to
just the esport. Like.
They invested into their esport.
Dude, if a trailer dropped today for a Fortnite movie in 2020, I'd believe it. I'd believe it. I'd 100% believe it. It'd be like the Lego movie to me.
The thing that I think also Fortnite nailed, like really nailed, is they were able to make their game. I think it started on PC. I don't know if it was on PS4 and Xbox right away.
I think I played the first one, PS4.
PS4 is on.
Well, anyway, it came out on mobile. It came out on Switch. They released it on everything, and I'm fairly sure that the number. I don't know if this is true, so I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the number one Fortnite way that it's played is on mobile. I think.
Really?
That makes me so sick to my stomach.
Well, if you think about it, there's way more people who have cell phones.
Exactly. Like people have cell phones. It's kids, like little kids, like mobile players are usually like younger who don't have a computer yet. So they get the free game of Fortnite that everyone's playing and they just play.
It doesn't make me sick because of that. I'm glad that everyone's having a good time. It makes me sick because I know that in 30 years from now, there's probably not going to be consoles. There's probably not even going to be PCs. Like everyone's going to be playing on their phone, dude. I'm telling you.
You know what?
The mobile games are like the number one moneymaker when it comes to games.
But at the same time,
they beat out every other kind.
That's true.
Yeah, but they said that 30 years ago.
I don't think
this will ever translate.
Powerful phone,
I don't think because if phones get bigger, your thumb still takes up the screen.
I just think the gameplay is so much. Okay, go ahead.
The Switch, right? You have this little mobile thing that you can bring around and attach it to your TV. That's how your phone's going to be in the future.
What's built onto the side of it, and it comes with
controller.
Dude,
okay, listen. I'm telling you, man. Like they're gonna have just like one accessory that you buy. You buy headphones for your phone. Sometimes your phone comes with headphones. In the future, phone, headphones, controller. That's it. 99% of people are probably gonna throw it out because they have their phone for work. But I'm telling you, dude, it's gonna be like buying a Switch.
I actually think Fortnite.
They're gonna cut all that out.
Check this out. I actually think Fortnite is gonna be the game that is pushing people to buying a PC, because the competitive scene.
I hope so.
Because the competitive scene on PC compared to console is like. Drastic.
It's insane. Yeah.
It's insane because I started on PS4 playing it. I thought it was okay, not bad, and then I played on PC. Dude, I got shellacked.
Well, it's always been that way for all games, though.
True.
It's always been that way for Call of Duty. When you watch it on people play on PC, just the accuracy. Like so an example that I always give to people is like pretend you're on the web, like you're online, right? And you want to go exit out of your window. You go boop, click on the X. If you want to do that with the controller, it's a little bit harder.
It's a little bit harder things to do.
It's slower to get there. It's a little bit. My point is to aim. on a PC is drag click. Like it's you.
It's you actually
turning.
doing it.
It's not your controller like you're over and then your guy spins in the circle. You know.
And you have to wait for him to get
It's
there.
the accuracy is so much better, and it's definitely hard to get used to with the WASD keys to like move around and whatnot.
Yeah.
But once you nail that, and with all the hotkeys, there are so many hotkeys. You can 1, 2, 3, 4 Q. Like there's so many
that's the
buttons.
thing.
Now you can get on the mouse, which is crazy.
It's the building that's a lot faster. My brother brought his keyboard down. I watched this too. My brother brought his keyboard down and a mouse and hooked it up to the PS4 somehow. I didn't even know you could do that. And he was trying to play on that, and it was like so different from playing with the controller. Just like you said, the aiming axis moves faster when you're on the mouse. He was trying to figure it out.
You gotta get the.
Well, it's
either
way more
you have it
accurate,
on
too.
the-
He was
keep
telling
it on the mouse, or you have the Q,
Right.
E, all the buttons surrounded by the WASD.
He was telling me the building though, like that's the and that's one of the most important things when you get shot at. Obviously, you gotta throw up a wall and just tower up. You gotta be higher than your opponent. He was saying like the keyboard is it's way faster to build because of the hotkeys and stuff like that, where you can just have it on the go.
Yeah.
See, I'm a segue into a little bit of me, man. I'm so not a multiplayer game person.
Really?
I'll see anybody in Fighter Z. I'll see anybody in Street Fighter. I'll see anybody in Tekken. That's as competitive as I get. Just a fighting game where it's simple.
1v1, baby.
1v1.
I'm 1v1.
1v1 me on Rush.
I was just about to say.
I'm 1v1 to death, and I'm pretty good 1v1. But for me, video games are like, dude, you probably know Abzu. Do you know Abzu on Steam? It was this game, dude, where you're just a scuba diver, and you just
In the endless
you
ocean,
just
man.
go through the ocean.
And it has such a beautiful story to it.
That's for me what video games have always been. It's an experience with music, with color. I meet some characters.
I mean, you're like an
their
artist,
boss.
so that makes sense, right?
Right,
Like you're
right,
into that. You're
right.
into the creativity and stuff.
Dude, I'm totally not a competitive person, but like,
Yeah, I'm the
so
opposite.
when I
man.
see all this, like, I'm like when I pick up a Fortnite controller and I'm playing Fortnite, I know I'm gonna die. So like I try like the 50 versus 50 thing, and it's so funny because you feel useless.
Yeah.
Like you just feel like that guy that like after like your friend beat up like the bully or whatever, you go over and kick his head. That's what 50v50 is in Fortnite, you know? Like, and so whenever I see this, like I love watching it. That's why like I sit down here and I watch my brother play, not just because it's my brother, because it's actually fun to watch. Watching him win, watching his reaction, and like hearing his friends like scream on the thing. That's so much
I
fun.
do enjoy watching
Dude,
it.
I'm secondhand, dude. I'm secondhand when it comes to
That's.
this stuff.
I mean, I think that's a really big reason why Fortnite blew up is because of how fun it is to watch.
It is. It's amazing.
That's the thing. That's why Ninja has so many. That's why so many people blew up.
Yeah.
And that's why I think the game blew up in general. If you can get YouTubers, if you can get streamers to play the game, that's what makes the game really blow up.
That's so
And
true.
I'm kind of in the same camp with him. Like, I love multiplayer games. But the only one that I'm competitive in, and this is an open issue to anyone, is FIFA. Like, whoever wants to smoke, they can catch the smoke. But, yeah, so I like Overwatch and Call of Duty. And back when we were younger, Call of Duty, I wanted, game battles and UMG and stuff like that. I tried to get there.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't anything. I'm more of a team. I like playing support, right?
Okay.
So like in Overwatch, I do the support characters and stuff, whatever. But I never got onto like the Fortnite competitive scene or the CS:GO competitive scene. Got smacked. Like
Yeah.
it's just stuff like that. But FIFA for me, and I love like RPG games and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love them too. Yeah.
So besides like Minecraft and multiplayer games, do you have single player games that like you love, die hard for?
I mean, I play Pokemon still. Like
Yes, sir,
Pokemon,
yeah.
I played. So Pokemon. When like growing up, I have two older brothers. I'm the youngest of two, or of three. I'm the youngest of three, and we only have one Game Boy. So who got to play? My oldest brother.
Yeah.
He always played, and then me and my other brother would just watch. We would watch. I mean, I would always want to play.
Oh,
I would always want to play.
this makes you like actually sad.
Like
I'm
this
sorry,
is
dude.
like that's what I wanted. Like I said this a couple of times now, but like my family's always been into sports.
Yeah.
So I followed them. I played sports. I love sports. Like don't get me wrong. I enjoy playing sports a lot, but I've always loved video games. Like video games is always my thing, and like being the youngest, a lot of times I would have to watch my brothers play, and like it would just make me want to play so bad. It would make me want to play. So eventually, like I got my own Game Boy, and I would play, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it so much to the point where I still play the same game now. I still beat it. I restart it. I beat it again, and I just like I beat it with the worst Pokemon, just to do something different.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
that's why I play Pokemon and Minecraft too, because I just feel at home. Like that's what I really truly love to do.
I think video games for a lot of people, man, and including yourself, are like the purest form of nostalgia. So Pokemon was kind of like
100%.
that game that broke the chains for you, and you never put that stuff away. Like Sonic games suck. But Sonic the Hedgehog was the first game I ever played. I fell in love with Sonic 3. To this day, and I've played hundreds of video games.
Yeah.
To this day, Sonic 3 is my favorite video game of all time. Like, I can't put it down. And I bought the new Sonic Mini. It was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, no, I definitely feel that way. Like Pokemon, especially actually. I played Generation 1 through 3. I don't touch the other one.
Are you gonna play the new one?
I played Generation 4 and 5. I haven't played 6 or 7.
Keep talking about. I want to hear your take on the Switch one because you've probably seen the trailer.
I saw the trailer,
Is
but
4 and 5 black and white, or is that
4 and 5.
4 black
So
and
so
white?
Generation 4 is Diamond Pearl. Generation 5 is Black and White.
There you go.
That was the last one I played.
I
I
played
actually
that
love
too.
that one.
Black and White was.
It was good. No,
I
no,
liked it.
That was
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I liked the 4 and 5. I like Diamond Pearl and Black and White a lot. But if you give me one game that I could play,
Yeah.
it would be Fire Red. It would be Generation 1,
Okay.
Fire Red, or Generation 3, Ruby and Sapphire. Because that was the first game that I ever played.
Ruby and
Generation
Sapphire
3,
was
Ruby and
mine.
Sapphire.
Yeah, I love that one.
Fire Red was the remake of Red and Blue, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
it
it
was
was
Red and
Leaf
Blue.
Green,
But then they did Leaf Green.
Fire Red.
Yeah.
I think the one that if I could play over and over again, is either Silver with Lugia on
Okay.
it, or
Like the old one,
Yeah.
where like it's like black and white.
yeah.
He's not talking about Soul Silver and Heart Gold.
I never
Yeah.
played that. I don't think I ever
Well,
played
so
that.
I played that. I think I beat it when I was like really little.
Yeah.
But that was like when I got into Pokemon. That was a little bit past my time.
Okay.
And so since my first game that I played was Ruby, I didn't want to go back and play a game that was in black and white. It didn't really appeal to me too much.
Yeah.
But I could definitely see where you're coming from.
And then I don't know. You might have been even younger for this. Was it Crystal? Was it
Crystal.
Crystal with the Oh my god, what was the character
Crystal.
on the front? Was it Crystal?
No, yeah, that's Suicune. I think Suicune was on it.
That game was amazing. With the unknowns, right? Is that the same one?
I don't know if the unknowns were
I
on
think the
cover.
unknowns were gold and silver, man. I'm pretty sure.
See,
Pretty
because
sure.
there was a couple generations I missed.
What was yellow? There's Pokemon
Yellow was the one with
Pikachu.
Pikachu on the
Yeah,
cover.
I
That
remember
was
Pikachu,
for the Game Boy. That wasn't Game Boy Color.
But that wasn't original, because original was
That's
blue
that's
and red.
before me. That's before me.
That was 1993.
That was the first
Yeah,
one I ever
I'm
played.
born in '98, so like that's still a little bit old for me.
That was the first one I ever played. And that
Which
was
Yellow?
Yellow, but I'm not sure if it's called Yellow.
I bought that and it came with the yellow Game Boy. I remember that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I
that's
remember that.
cool.
That's the first time I played
That's
it.
like, oh dude, I ran through that game.
Yeah.
My mom couldn't take that off me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it was so bad.
Pokemon is, to me, it's akin to Disney in the fact that it will never die, and there will constantly be more iterations of it. People love it, and it's funny because there's been stuff that try to capitalize on success. Ryan, our friend right now, oddly enough, he's in South Africa right now, but he's really into Digimon, and he's like the only person I know that would like be so informed on that alternative. Like Pokemon is just, it's awesome.
Is
Now,
there a clone? Yo something?
Yokai Watch is like the new thing
like
that's
Pokemon,
coming
right?
out. It's trying to
Is it
take
getting
place.
traction?
No, because it's very, very Japanese. So Kai and a yokai in Japanese folklore is like a
ghost, right?
spirit. Yeah, and it doesn't really translate well over to a Western audience. So like, what is a yokai? So it's really taken off in Japan, but it's not gaining a lot of global traction. But for me, and I want to hear your opinion on this because you're obviously a Pokemon guy. Pokemon lost me when I think we realized that the thrill of catching legendary Pokemon, and that used to be the focus, you know?
Yeah.
That was on the cover of the game. There were movies about it. So when you're a kid, you'd watch the anime, you'd be like, whoa, Groudon and Kyogre, yeah, dude,
I don't know
freaking
who that
awesome.
is.
I can't wait to find them. Latios and Latios, like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So, but as the games came out, those are the two main for Ruby and Sapphire. They're on the covers of the
Okay.
As the games came out and more games started to become popular, it seemed that they added more and more legendary Pokemon in it to the point where it's like, it wasn't even impressive to catch a legendary anymore because like you're playing a game with like 20 legendary Pokemon. See, for me, I love when like the chase.
It's not they're not legendary
too.
anymore. At
Right,
that point.
it's almost like they're common.
It takes away from the legendary factor.
I feel like that was one of the biggest mistakes in the advancement of Pokemon.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, yeah, I completely agree with you. But I also think I think that they're starting to really, really cater to the younger audience.
Yeah.
Like I try to play Sun and Moon, which is like the newest one that's out.
It's for the 3DS, right?
Yeah.
That's the Hawaiian theme.
Story
one, right?
about that. Yeah. First of all, the game's trash. Okay,
Really?
I think that game's trash.
Wow.
There's no gyms in it, dude. There's no gyms. It's Pokemon with no
So,
gym.
bro,
What the
what
hell
are
is
you
this?
doing? What the hell are you doing in the game?
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like you have to do like trials. You got to beat like 8
Ah,
trials.
That's like participation trophy.
It's like come on, bro. Like come on. I don't like it, man. I don't.
That's
It's
really
not my
fun.
thing. It's not my thing. But funny story about the 3DS. I didn't buy the 3DS. I was a senior in high school.
Yeah.
I wanted a 3DS really badly because I wanted to play this game because I love Pokemon, but I didn't have a 3DS, and 3DSs are expensive.
It's $250, yeah, at the time it came out.
Yeah, so it was a freshman who had a 3DS in my high school. I knew exactly who it was. I saw him playing on it, bro. I was like, "Ooh, that is a really nice 3DS."
This is so creepy,
man. This is going one of two ways right now.
Eventually, I didn't like take it from him.
Yeah.
But I saw it left somewhere.
Okay.
It
I
was
did the
it was
same
unattended. It was completely unattended. You know what? I went over there, grabbed it, put it in my backpack,
Okay.
took it home. Bought a charger for it. Only thing I paid for it was the charger for it.
Did you erase it completely?
No, well, actually, no, I didn't. I was still on his account, actually, I think. And, like,
Yo, this is
I didn't,
outrageous.
I didn't know this, but, like, on the 3DS, like, you can, like, socialize. Like, you can have, like, he has, like, a friend list and stuff. I forget what his name is, but,
Bro,
like...
that just make you feel even more awful.
It did? I thought I, like, stole a Game Boy. Like, it was, like, not that big a deal, you know?
Like,
But, like, I could have, like, went in there, like, messaged his friends and be like, yo, what's up, dude? But I didn't do that. Like, I looked at his friends list. I was like, oh, crap. Like, I didn't even realize it was a thing. Because I didn't have a 3DS.
Right.
So I didn't know anything about it.
So you were that thirsty to play Pokemon, huh? That you would be driven to.
And I know... yeah. Honestly, I don't really feel that bad.
Apparently
bro.
not.
Here's my
Tell the
thing.
story
If you're
podcast.
leaving a $250 equipment around, you don't care about it.
That's
You
true,
know what
I
mean?
guess.
That's crazy, man. So yeah,
That's wild.
you stole that, and then
Yeah.
let's be
That's
honest,
really it.
and then you were trying to play Pokemon.
Well, the thing is, too... the reason I kind of feel bad a little bit is I never played. Like, the only game I played was
This story
Pokemon.
just keeps getting worse.
Well, the
and
only
worse.
game I played was Pokemon, and I hated it. I beat the
Which
third.
one was that? X and Y?
No, Sun
Sun,
and
Sun and Moon.
Sun's from the Sun and Moon. Yeah, I beat like the third trial,
Yeah.
which was like the third gym, and I didn't do any research into the game, so I was playing the game. I beat the third trial, and I was like, okay, when's the first gym? Like, I had like a level 30 Pokemon, and I was like, when's the first gym coming? Like, what are the... And I looked it up, and I was like, yeah, you know, there's 8 trials. And I'm like, come on, bro. Give me the gyms. Give me the OG. Like, don't change that.
What is this, Survivor? It's Pokemon.
Come on, man.
Let's get with
Exactly.
it. So this new one that you see, man, everyone's talking about it. Like, my roommate was like, bro, please get a Switch because I'm trying to play this new Pokemon. What do you think about it?
The trailer looks pretty cool. I don't really know... Honestly, I don't really know too much about it. I know, like, there's multiplayer. Like, you can play with someone else.
Sean's about to jump in.
So that's really
I'm about
good.
to-
But the biggest reason that I'm, like, hype about...
Yeah.
I'm not really hype about the game itself. What I'm hype about for is Pixelmon in Minecraft, in my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Because what I can do with that is because I know that this game on the Switch is going to blow up. And what I can do is I can make Pixelmon videos about the game. And I really think that there's big potential there for that to do really well.
That's dope.
You're gonna capitalize on, and obviously
100%.
it's gonna be
So-
huge. It
so-
comes out. You know, it comes out in December, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is actually a good time. So YouTube...
Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. I think the week following. It's the week right after.
January 21st.
Well, so January?
January 21st.
Got moved again.
Trust me, bro.
That's a bad sign.
I wrote
bro.
that date down.
That's
That is a bad sign.
No, that's what its first date was.
Something else comes out in December though. What comes out? I'm sorry, hold that thought. I don't mean to distract you.
That's a good-
There's another big title that's dropping in December, the same week as.
That's Kingdom Hearts?
No, it's something. Oh,
Ooh.
Dragon Quest 10, I think. No, 11.
I missed me.
All right, well,
Missed me.
sorry. Continue.
What was it? Oh. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a good thing that's come out in December because for YouTube itself, the best time to make videos and like to do well,
Winter and summer?
it's when kids are out of school,
Yeah.
which is summer and Christmas,
Christmas break.
when they have like 2-3 weeks off. And the fact that it's coming out, I don't know the exact date, but it's dropping around Christmas break.
Mhm.
That is the perfect time for it to come out. So
Excellent.
So is this like a legitimate Pokemon game?
So check this out. This is what I understand from it. It's a legitimate Pokemon game. It's still kind of the same like aesthetic as you would get top down. I'd say more like X and Y less like Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
The only thing is that since you can take the Switch around with you, it's interchangeable with Pokemon Go. So the Pokemon that you can catch with Pokemon
cell
Go,
phone thing, right?
yeah, the Pokemon you can catch with Pokemon Go, you can bring that over to the game, and now you can have like Pokemon Go on your Switch device, and you can catch stuff walking around.
Do they have that dumb thing that Kingdom Hearts had in it? You know what I'm talking about? In Dream Drop Distance?
No, it's nothing like that.
Is that in this Pokemon game?
No, it's nothing like it. You mean the thing where you have to look around?
Did you play Dream Drop Distance?
Oh, you mean like
No?
the maintenance of the Pokemon where you have to like feed it and pet it and stuff like that? No,
Dude.
that's not it.
That is dead.
No,
that is corny.
No, that's never really been a staple of Pokemon. But the
But
thing
it's
is,
added into this one, isn't it?
no, I don't think so. And if it is, it's optional. It's not like you have to maintain your Pokemon
Why
like
are
a
there two
like a
copies?
pet.
Go Pikachu and go Eevee. What's
Well, those are
what's
the
up with Eevee?
those are okay. So Eevee is like one of the. It's kind of becoming the new Pikachu, honestly. Like
Really?
people love Eevee.
I'd
Like
say-
Really?
Eevee is like. There's Pikachu. Oh yeah, that's why they did Pikachu and Eevee. Like
I
that
didn't know
is.
there was that big of a following for
Mhm.
Eevee.
Yeah.
In Tokyo, I don't know if my brother or anyone's. I've been there 3 times. There's a Pokemon Center store that you would probably lose your mind in. The number one selling thing is those legendary rabbits, the Eevee, and then the other.
The other 3 versions of
They're
it.
super popular, man. You'll see toys of them everywhere you go.
Why?
In Japan, anyways.
Did I miss something in like some promo from
they're
years
cute.
ago?
That's really it.
They're
They're
cute.
just really cute.
The
And they're
Pokemon
good. They're
are
good
the ones,
too.
Yeah.
They're good too. The Evolutions are good.
Yeah.
Like the
Damn, I had no
That's what
idea.
they're called, yeah.
Evolution.
They have the fairy one that just got added in X and Y.
Sylveon,
There's a
yeah.
4th one.
Sylveon. So, yeah, those
It's
are...
mind blowing.
The cuter ones do really well in Japan, and then that causes them to do well globally. Like, a Pikachu had this whole
Well,
thing, and...
that's-
What's up?
Well, that's one thing that I don't like that they did. I feel like that they tried too hard to make the new Pokemon really cute
Yeah.
and attractive to younger audiences.
Well, when I was a kid, I like the Pokemons that look sick.
Yeah, like Charizard, right?
Yeah,
like
bro.
Charizard, like he doesn't look cute.
When I
like,
saw Charizard's Mega Evolution, like when he's just like
That's
black with
it.
the blue flames, I was like, what?
What?
When I saw Mewtwo, I was like, huh? Frieza?
Dude,
He's like,
Scyther?
Frieza,
Scyther was badass.
Scyther, bro. Scyther,
Scyther was
Scizor,
bad.
like those are the Pokemon I
Mega
like.
Chop,
man.
Mega Kick.
exactly.
Donphan was my favorite Pokemon.
Donphan's a beast.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know
now I
what
feel
it
like they're
is.
really trying to just make the Pokemon look cute as opposed to make them
I don't
look
like
cool.
that. I don't like that.
That's the thing though, man. Like again, with mobile gaming, with this whole like chibi kind of aesthetic that's going
Yeah.
on in video games, that's becoming the norm, dude. I feel like the whole theme of this podcast so far has been like modern day gaming is starting to like nerf. Like these gory first person
Well,
shooters aren't selling
I-
anymore.
What if it's the
It's-
fact
It's all
that
about
like,
accessibility.
I think it's because a lot of the money is in the kids.
That's
Like,
true.
We don't really know that much because obviously we're older. But parents spend and grandparents so much money on kids.
Right, but
what if
And
we are on the
and
outside?
the kids don't have like they don't have anything to do. They don't have a job. So what do?
Yeah.
They play video games all day.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
What if,
I thought we were just in this age where parents don't care anymore.
dude? What if we're
Well, no, that's
no
what-
longer in that age where like games are catered to us? Remember they were just like catered to us, and like we were playing the M ones. We're like, these are dope. Now we're at that age where it's like, this looks stupid.
guess
But
so,
then
yeah.
people older than us, when we were younger, were like, that
Okay.
looks stupid.
Yeah.
Kind of
That's a
like,
good point.
kind of like with music. Damn.
That's probably the most-
That's a good point. No, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
really good point.
It's
So now I'm
probably
looking at the
nuanced,
chibi
man.
animations, and I'm like, damn, that looks stupid. But then they're like, oh, this is cool. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
But
It's
also
backwards.
though, like for kids, it's a really good distraction.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like I
That's
know,
so
I know, it's true though. Like, so,
Yeah.
so I have like I don't know how old my cousin is. He's like 5 years old. I don't know. He's had an iPad. He's had an iPhone. All this stuff since he was like 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like these kids are growing up with this technology
Yeah.
that we didn't grow up with.
I had nothing. Yeah.
I didn't have a cell phone until I was in like middle school.
Same, bro. I was. In
I had
that
to
club.
share. I have 2 older
You guys
brothers.
make me feel like
I had
dirt again.
my 2 older brothers. I had to share like a Razor flip phone with them.
Ew,
I had
right?
to share it.
This joint's probably germy too.
Dude.
That's all these germs on there.
Third
Dude,
grade, bro.
no, the Germany part's not what I'm thinking about. It's like texting, dude. You got everyone's
Oh, they're
messages.
sharing the
She's
messages.
like,
everyone's
"What is
messages.
this?"
Exactly. Everyone's messages on one phone.
He's like, yeah.
I mean, I barely got the phone, but like, it was just weird. It was just weird.
Yeah, that
is
but like
weird.
now, like I said, like my cousin was like 3 years old. He had an iPhone,
Yeah.
and it's like it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I had a cell phone.
Like everyone has
Fifth grade.
access. Everyone has access. Like Fortnite, for example, it's on all iPads. It's all on iPhones, and now all these kids can download it.
Yeah.
We couldn't do that back in the day. We couldn't go download Call of Duty on our Razr flip phone.
No, man.
But do you think we would if it was like still good? If it was good quality and we could, and it was free?
Oh yeah,
absolutely,
dude. Exactly, man. I always say this. Like, obviously, I'm happy with the life I lead. But if I was a kid now, bro, with everything that's out, I would never go outside. Yeah, you would never see me outside.
I don't think when I'm a parent, I don't want to give my. I'm not going to give my kids technology.
As much as it's gonna be hard. World-renowned streamer too.
Like. No, but seriously though, like I just, as great as I believe technology is, I think it's dangerous. I think it's dangerous to give it to a young kid. I think it definitely could hurt social skills and whatnot, and I don't want that to happen to my kids.
Oh yeah, it definitely can.
I'd say
it makes me happy when I see kids outside today.
No, I mean me too, man. Because I'm just like, go for it.
Not to sound creepy or anything, but
no,
not to sound weird, but like when I'm like driving home from work and I see kids like playing soccer or basketball or whatever, playing tag, I'm like, still have hope.
No,
still got hope.
Yeah, well, it brings me back. Like when I see that, I was like, dude, like that was my world.
You were playing Manhunt?
Yeah, nothing else mattered.
Oh yeah, Manhunt. Wow.
I see what you're saying, man. With social skills especially, and I feel like video games are fun. They're awesome, but I think YouTube as well as video games, man, for a lot of people, it's a source of escape. And that is something that
it's a new TV.
Right. Exactly. And TV, I mean, TV is. It's less engrossing because you kind of watch something, it's over, and then you can walk away. Today, we have this thing where we binge watch and stuff like that. Yeah. But with video games, man, there's a sense of virtual accomplishment that a lot of people really can't distinguish from the feeling of real life accomplishment.
Yeah.
Like the Santa Barbara killer, Elliot Rodger. This was somebody who essentially just lived in World of Warcraft. And he actually said at one point in his autobiography, he was like, if my life reflected the accolades that I've achieved in this game, he was like, I wouldn't be as sad and depressed as I am now. And like, it's crazy how much time people pour into games. I mean, see, what you're doing is constructive. You're inspiring people. You're entertaining people. You're not addicted. You're somebody who's doing something that they love. But for a lot of these people, man, it's like, especially when they're younger. That's why I'm going on this tangent for. They don't have this discipline and this know-how to be like, yo, I'm spending way too much time on this. I'm not developing real life skill.
Yeah.
But it goes two ways. I had a whole podcast about. Your parents were like, why are you playing games? Why are you playing video games? And you had a goal in mind. You're like, yo, I'm trying to entertain people. I'm trying to have a YouTube channel. Nowadays, kids can actually blow up and be successful just from playing games.
Yeah.
So there's a balance. Like, as a parent, like, someone's like, yo, I'm trying to be a YouTube gamer. All right, still go to school and do what you got to do. But at the same time, if that's your dream, that's your dream. So it's like you got to find a happy middle ground between that. But there are some people, bro, that's their junk food, man. That's their junk food. That's their drug. That's their alcohol. It's like sitting and gaming, man. So it's an evil and it's a blessing at the same
technology
time.
as a whole is getting crazy. I don't know if you guys heard about this.
It's coming more symbiotic.
I didn't really read into it too much, but I heard about it. It was like Facebook developed something, like they developed AI that made its own language. Like it was.
I know
like,
exactly what you're talking about.
It like made its own language or something, and then they had to shut it down.
Joe Rogan talked about this. Like
because the thing got too smart, way too fast.
That's scary.
Terminator.
We gotta be like I know, like it's like funny, and you know we can make jokes about it, and how like robots are gonna be controlling our lives.
Oh, it will happen.
Seriously though,
it will happen.
Like seriously.
Yeah.
Like, do you have Alexa in your house?
I do, yeah.
Total. He does too.
Dude, I saw something crazy. I saw a YouTube video. It's crazy. This dude, he cleared all of his like cookies and cache for on his web browser. He went on it, looked at all the ads, right? He looked at all the ads, whatever, completely normal ads. He went to all these different websites, completely different ads. He was making a YouTube video to test if, and he streamed it too, so it was completely uncut. He streamed it to test if his computer was listening to him. He looked at all the ads, all completely normal, different ads. He closed the browser. He started talking about dog toys and dogs for like 2 minutes straight. Just straight up, just dogs, dog toys. I'm gonna get a dog. I'm gonna get dog toys for my dog. Yada yada yada. 2 minutes later, he opens up his web browser. Dog toys. There's dog toys. There's dogs. Come get your dogs here. And it's crazy. It's crazy. This computer is listening to us right here.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm not the type of person that puts the tape over my camera.
Oh yeah, no,
like,
that FBI man.
I wouldn't go that far either.
Yeah.
But still, to know that like everything is recorded is
yeah, and it's
scary.
No, I totally get that.
I feel like it also has to happen Like, because I'm with you in the same boat. It's crazy and scary, but it also has to happen to keep people safe at the same time.
That's what I was gonna say. We're living in a surveillance age, and a lot of people,
Remember Eagle Eye?
Well, yeah, okay. So I mean, I personally, I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a criminal. I don't do anything bad.
No.
So
Yeah.
I personally am not worried. Like I don't.
I mean, you
care.
steal, but
We gotta leave that
yourself
part.
open for that.
We gotta
Left
leave that
yourself
part.
open for that.
We gotta leave that part out of the podcast.
I'm kidding, buddy.
Yeah, no, but no, like, I mean, I don't really care. Me personally, like, nothing's gonna happen to me.
No.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna happen to me.
If you're not doing anything wrong, you don't have to hide.
Right. I don't even have to knock on wood. I know me. I know
Yeah, I
me.
got you, buddy. But my thing is like, there's a plus to that. Like the downside is a lack of privacy in a world where you need a little bit of privacy for some things, I would imagine. But the plus side is right now in the United States of America, violent crime is at the lowest that it's ever been.
Really?
And a lot of that is because of technology. It's
Surveillance,
because of
yeah.
surveillance. It's because it's too easy to prove who did it, where you were, when. And that's pictures on the street. That's cameras on the street.
If you're in public, I'm 100% okay with it.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you're in public,
Exactly.
I think you should be like, yeah, you should be recorded if you're in
Oh,
public.
totally,
Yeah.
100%. You're too much of a liability otherwise. And like in the '80s, I can only imagine you could probably punch someone in the face and like run away. Like,
Now you
nowadays,
get caught within an hour.
you're
I mean,
done.
yeah,
You're done.
in the public, I definitely see that's okay. But like as far as laptops go, like if you want to buy a laptop,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it's your personal laptop that you're using, I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know.
I agree with you on that. That's a little sketchy.
That's different. That's different from being in public and like having a traffic light recording.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
I think that's completely different.
something in the sanctity of your home, because blackmail is a tricky thing, right? Somebody gets leverage on you. That's the big thing, right? And it's like you said, it doesn't have to be that you did something wrong. Maybe they have information, like they have your social security number.
Right.
They have something that's of value to you, right? And they're about to exploit that information. Then they kind of have you by the tail. So it's like making yourself as non-vulnerable as you can. And recently, I talk about this on the podcast sometimes. I'm a TV editor for a living, so I edit video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of
That's
times,
cool.
yeah. I edit TV shows, and a lot of times I have just time to watch YouTube videos, and I go down rabbit holes. I do magic tricks gone wrong, all these
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
ones. I watch people feeding their pets, like feeding their snakes and stuff. One series that I've really been getting into, not series, but topic on YouTube, is the dark web, man. And like these people who have like these portal programs where they access the dark
I
web.
had to deal with that at work before.
All of them put tape on their thing.
Mhm.
All of them like make sure all the auditory functions on their computer
Can't
are
be
off.
heard.
Like that right there is evidence enough to me that
Mhm.
this is just like one big tracking device. I lost my phone the other weekend because I was out. I thought I left it at the bar, wasn't there. I just pulled it up on my computer. Where's my phone at? And it just told me where my phone's at. Like that is, people need to start waking up, and I think that's what your point is, man. That like this stuff is more real, and I think the topic of this is that it's changing more rapidly that we can kind of adjust to.
It's happening so fast. Like
10 years ago, it was nothing like this.
yeah, and like now we're talking about autonomous cars.
Mhm.
Like, and they're on the street already.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that was like 4 years ago. That was like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like,
Pipe dream.
pipe dream.
Yeah.
It's happening.
I actually think that could be like huge, huge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If like self-drivable cars become like a thing, like a
Mhm.
norm, like accidents, like car accidents are a huge
Yeah.
problem. Like they're like the third leading cause of death
Yeah.
in America or something like that.
There will never
Like,
be
it's
a
crazy.
designated
There's like
driver,
30,000
yeah.
people die a year from accidents.
Totally.
Yeah.
And the thing with these cars, from what I know, is like they can communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like they know where one's going and where the other one's going. So like they should theoretically never crash.
Yeah.
So if that happens and everyone gets a car like that, like eventually I think there could be a law that you have to have a self-driving car. I think that could be
I
maybe in
took
20 years from now.
I took an Uber a couple months ago, and my Uber driver picked me up in a Tesla, and he dude, like he was showing us the features in the car, and we're like, oh yeah,
I
like,
got a
how,
crazy story for you too.
yeah, we were like, how autonomous is this? And he was like, oh well,
Boop.
yeah, he just took his hands off the steering wheel. We're on I-95, took the hands off the steering wheel, just like talking to us, moved his chair around, like talking to us. I'm like,
maybe.
Move
like,
this
dude,
chair around.
I'm like, he just like, was going like this, like, and dude, I was like getting sick to my stomach, and I'm like,
That
dude,
makes
we're
me
going,
sick hearing
I was
about
like,
it.
dude, we're going 80, and like, we're getting close to the wall, right? And the car knows, and I just see the steering wheel just go like this,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was traffic was coming, dude. Dude, the car was slowing down close to like 50 yards, like way before.
See
Crazy.
I'm like, dude,
I got a
how?
story for you too.
The way, real quick, I'm just saying,
yeah.
the way I'm reacting to that, the way that you and I are sick over that, is the exact way that people were reacting when they first saw a movie for the first time in theaters.
Exactly.
Like when the train was coming at them, they were all like, ah!
And then when 3D came out too, and
exactly.
like, yeah, it's crazy.
That's what it is, man. It's going to become the norm, and we're not even going to think about
100%.
it.
I'm here for
100%.
it. They're for cars.
So in my high school, I forget. I had like a Hyundai. One of my buddies in high school. Like he wasn't like a good buddy of mine, but he sent me a Snapchat. Like like we were okay friends.
Yeah.
He sent me a Snapchat. He was on 95. He's driving to school. He takes a Snapchat in his passenger seat. He's driving, right? He gets out of his driver's seat on 95, goes into his passenger seat, takes a picture of his driver's seat completely empty on 95.
This
Like, it's crazy. I mean, he's a hockey player, so like he's got, you know, hockey players are a little bit, you know, they can be a little bit crazy.
He hit his head a few times. My brother's the same
But
way.
yeah, dude, like that's crazy, dude. That's crazy where technology's going.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
like you said, it's getting there fast.
It's that show-off culture, too, though. That's a whole other topic where people are just like, look what I'm doing.
The flex.
That gets people killed, man. People die for that, dude.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I'm so not about that. Some people are. Like, some people are like, yo, watch me jump off this cliff, like, I'm gonna go cliff diving. And it's just, you know...
No, the people who go on skyscrapers and like just walk in, like to the edge, and like will hang
That's
it from
crazy.
the one
Those guys
end.
are just adrenaline junkies.
Right.
Like that's what they do.
I'm like, dude, that is just. It's cool for like a minute, and then I'm like, dude, this is dumb.
Right, it's so dumb.
Like-
because if you were falling, how stupid would you feel?
Dude, someone
I'd be
died
so
live
mad.
streaming.
I'd be so mad if I was falling. I wouldn't even be scared. I'd be so angry. Like, I knew this was going to happen. Why did I do this? I'm dying right now.
Yeah.
I'm literally dying right
Yeah,
now.
like-
This is the equivalent of me coughing up blood in a hospital.
You know what's-
falling. Like,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
You know what that reminded me of though? Apparently, I heard this when people like jump off a building to commit suicide.
Your brain shuts off.
Well, that's not what I was thinking. That's not what that's not what I
I would
heard.
hope so.
I
That's what I
heard-
thought you were going there.
I heard that halfway down, the majority of the people regret it. They regret jumping.
Oh, I believe
That's what the guy, there's a Golden Gate Bridge dude that jumped off.
Yeah, jumped off and he
And
survived.
they asked him,
Yeah.
they're like, what was the last thing you thought before you jumped? He said, the last thing I thought was, I made a terrible mistake.
Yeah.
And like, so I 100% agree with that, man.
You got lucky too that the water was moving.
I feel like once you, it's just like, people over, this is, I'm going to podcast is in a dark place right now.
More dark than
people
last week?
overdose to kill themselves because they know that like when they close their eyes, it's going to be just like they're going to sleep. It's
Yeah.
different when it's like there's a gun in your face. No one wants to die like that, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing as you like jumping off a bridge. You're looking at the gun and it's coming closer and closer and closer, and it's just like you're
It's
afraid.
scary. It's scary.
Well, that's human instinct, man. If you don't feel that, like if you don't feel that initial fear at least a little bit, like you're either a block of wood or a stone, of course you're
Yeah.
gonna react that way,
Yeah.
right? So it's crazy, man, that like people jump and then that their last thought is, I made a mistake. Like, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like,
That's a horrible
so
way.
nuts, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, people will get creative nowadays. It's all. I remember one time I used to be Omegle. I'm not sure if that's past your time.
No, yeah, I've been on Omegle.
My friends and I used
There's
to go
some
on
crazy
Omegle.
stuff
Yeah,
going
my
on
friends and
there.
I used to
Chat
go on
roulette.
Omegle, chat roulette.
Yep.
I was on chat roulette, so that's what happened. My friends and I would go on chat roulette, and we would just mess with people.
Yeah,
We
same.
would just mess with people. And we were.
I have a story, but I don't know if I can. I won't share. I'll
I
share it
think I
off the
was
podcast.
there.
You know exactly
I
what story I'm
think I was
talking
there
about.
for you for this particular
Yeah,
story.
you know exactly what I'm talking
I
about.
do,
It
and
was
it's-
really funny. We
it's
were like in 8th or 9th grade.
Wonderful time.
Yeah.
But this particular time we were going through, and I remember I saw someone hanging, like literally hanging, but I didn't know if it was real. And to this day, it still haunts me. You know, like was that video of that person hanging? I clicked off of it as soon as I saw it, and I remember I shut my laptop because I was like, we're done.
Yeah.
But when I saw it, I was like, wow, I wonder if that actually happened.
Yeah.
You know,
That's dark.
dude.
You really brought us to a dark place.
I
there.
know, man. I'm sorry, but no, I used to mess with people on chat roulette. I used to wear like we had like,
Oh,
superhero,
no.
we had superhero masks down here, bro. We used to like really.
You probably thought you were so funny when you were
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
that.
we did, but we did it like just to get people mad too. Like we would just straight.
I'm just gonna
people.
tell the story. You remember? So I'm
Say
not.
names,
There's
say
no
names,
no
bro.
names, no names.
Okay.
So it was like 5 of us, and we had a friend's sister, go on chat roulette. I think we might have been there for that. And she would be on like chat roulette, and like she was pretty, whatever. And then guys, you know, chat roulette and all themselves. Like guys would be like really dirtballs and like start whipping their stuff out.
This isn't the time I'm thinking about, so I'm hopping out right now.
Yeah,
This is a different time. I'm not
So
sure.
she'd be there, and then the guys would be like getting all ready with her. Then we just get in front of the camera, and be like, "Oh, what are you doing? It's like, what are you doing, dude?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh," and then they'd be like, and then they just like change the screen.
I remember you guys were doing that, but like,
Yeah.
I couldn't be part of that because I didn't want to. If somebody took a screenshot, I was wasn't cool with me being in the same screenshot as somebody's penis, man.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't be a good look for me in the future, bro.
No, but it was so funny because we just like go back and forth. Because dude, there was just dirty people in there.
That's what it all is, man.
And it was just wrong.
Psychos, dude. Psychos and kids like me that were just like, wow, I can access a stranger on the internet. Like, let's mess with them. Like, that was a big thing for me.
Dude, the internet back then was just like it's so regulated now. Like, dude, it was like the Wild Wild West, like 8-10 years ago.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, it was nuts.
The pirating, dude.
Dude, we were pirating like well, we weren't, but
I pirated
like
Bioshock.
LimeWire.
The first time I played Bioshock, I took it off torrents.
like I don't know how many times I downloaded a song off LimeWire and I go to listen to it. I'm like excited that I got an album. First thing I hear, I did not have a sexual relationship with that woman.
Yeah, man.
Like Bill Clinton's like apology. I'm like, damn it.
Was he on LimeWire?
No, that's before me.
Okay, because I was reading his face. He probably has no idea.
Yeah, no, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Frostwire?
But no.
Pirate Bay?
I wasn't a big. I mean, I know about Pirate Bay.
Yeah.
I know about like uTorrent.
Okay.
Never really like got into them though.
Yeah.
What I do now though is I just watch. Like you can look up any movie if it's out of theaters. Just look up watch this movie. Boom, you got it.
Yeah, if you put Put Locker next to any movie, it's
You'll find it.
Dude, it's crazy. It's to me, and I'm in the media industry. I don't know how anybody makes any money. You know, it's just like
Well, which part? The movie or the theater?
media access. So you have a lot of these people that have they sell the rights to their stuff to stream their content on Netflix and Google and Hulu and stuff like
Netflix
that.
sucks, by the way.
Please elaborate. I'm not
I might
I'm
be
not
on-
challenging you, but I
might be
know
on
why
that
you're
team.
saying that.
It used to be great.
Yeah.
It used to have all these shows, like everything that you wanted. Now they're coming out with all these originals.
Yeah.
A lot of them are not good.
Yeah, they're making it. They're not making it what Netflix used to be. They're making it like their own business now.
Yeah.
Where they're making all their own originals.
Mm-hmm.
And like the only show that I like on there is The Office.
Right.
Like I can't find
Really?
a show. I
Nothing
can't find a
else?
show. Oh, like Stranger Things. I don't know,
I'm kind
man.
of off Stranger Things.
I mean, I kind of like. I don't really go on Netflix anymore.
I'm more of a
used to go.
Hulu and
I'm an HBO guy.
HBO as
There you
well.
go.
You watch Westworld?
Oh, that's wrong.
You seem like a
watched
Silicon Valley type person.
I love Silicon Valley,
Okay.
but like, I haven't watched it in like a really long time. But no, I watched season 1 of Westworld. The ending is crazy.
Yeah.
Really good season 1.
Don't get him started because he's really upset.
We're not gonna. We had an argument last podcast. I just don't like the show, but carry on.
So I season 1, like halfway through, I was like, this is like what's going on? Like, it's crazy. And then by the end, you're like, wow, okay, boom.
Yeah.
Like something
Could
crazy.
you
happened.
repeat that one more time in this direction, please?
No. I understand. I completely understand if you don't like the
Yeah.
show because it's like it's all over the place sometimes. Season 2,
Yeah.
if you thought season 1 was all over the place, season 2's
Everywhere.
I watched the first 4 episodes, I think, and I
Yeah.
couldn't. I stopped. I can't watch it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I had no clue. I had no
Mhm.
clue what was happening.
The last 3
And-
episodes wrap it up.
Okay.
Really well.
Okay.
So if
But,
you
like,
can muscle through, I'd recommend.
I'll try. I think I'll try.
Yeah.
But like, I understand. Like, they want to make it like challenging. You really got to focus and like
Mhm.
think about what's happening.
Yeah.
But like, season 2 is
Yeah.
like.
It's hard.
Like, I don't know. I really don't know
Yeah.
what's happening
So,
at all.
I'll say this about season 2. Do you watch Mr. Robot?
No.
Okay,
My brother
so-
told me to watch it and that it's really good. Though.
Sheldon's been desperately seeking on this podcast for one other person who watches the show.
I just need that cosign. So, Mr. Robot is known, same thing with Westworld, to have a what's that word? Something.
Intricate plot.
No, not that. Unreliable narrative.
Ah.
So the person telling the story, like in season 2,
Mhm.
his mind is all scrambled and he doesn't even know what's going on. So you're
Okay.
like, that's why everything seems like it's like, why are we here? Why are we here?
Mhm.
The timeline thing. Like, there's so many different timelines going on. So they wrap it up, and you realize that they are setting up. Season 2 is all set up for season 3 and where it's going, because now how they ended season 2, it's like, whoa, like this is actually gonna get wild. Like this show is about to get crazy, and it's gonna be concise. It's gonna be very constructed now.
Okay.
And Mr. Robot did that too, because the guy, he suffers from associative disorder. Is that when you have multiple personalities? Or you black out and then you're still awake, but you're now someone else.
They changed the name of that disorder. It used to be called MSP, I think, or something like that. MPS or...
Excuse me. So it's the same thing with that, and now season 3 is like... Season 2 was all set up, and now season 3 is about to even be crazier. And so there are certain shows like that that do that, and I was telling him, I said, try and muscle through it. Like, for that, season 2, you're going to be left off in your head on episode 4, you're like, why did he do that? And then if you get to like the next episode, 2 episodes, you're gonna be like, oh, that makes sense.
Okay.
Episodes 2 and 3 make sense because I don't want to give a spoiler, but I'm just gonna say this: episode 2 of Westworld is technically episode 9.
See, it's...
And they do that for a reason, and it is a stretch, and it is a stretch, and it's a reach.
You got a
it's
TV editor over here, and he doesn't like it, so...
Yeah, and it is a reach, and it is a stretch, but it makes sense when you finally watch episode 9, and you're gonna be like, oh.
One thing, like Game of Thrones, like season 1 of Game of Thrones is hard to follow because there's 100 characters.
Yeah, and I hate
like it's
season
hard.
1.
It is hard to follow Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But it's such a good show.
It is.
I think I got rated 4th best show of all time.
Well, it's also very to the point. Like, you know what I mean? It's very, you know where it's going. It's just like the tree of it. Like, you see the tree, you see the line, you can see the end of the road, but it's the different streets getting to that dead end is what makes it interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean there are some surprises here and there though, for sure.
See, the Red Wedding.
The Red Wedding is crazy.
If you don't read the books, then obviously like
who reads books?
I tried to read it, but it's like too much. There's more characters.
I don't read. I'm not a reader.
There you go.
I read like Percy Jackson like back in the day.
So did I.
Amazing series. By the
I
way.
stopped at the second one. I don't remember which one that was.
So you didn't read it?
I read. No, I read the first one that whatever the first 2 movies were based off. The Lightning Thief, and then
Sea of Monsters.
That's the ones I read. Is that it?
No, there's 3 more after that.
Oh yeah, I stopped at that.
I forget what the 3rd one is. Then it's the Labyrinth, and then something else.
Yeah, so I stopped at those 2.
But then there's a second series too. There's the Lost Hero.
Okay.
And then there's another series that's
So
about Egyptian
my
mythology.
favorite series that I read was Harry Potter and a series of unfortunate events, and then Netflix released that god awful. First season was solid, but
So it's a strange adaptation, I'd say.
it's not true. It's just like
Yeah, but I mean,
don't know,
like
man.
most TV adaptations, they take certain
It's hard.
liberties. It's for people who enjoy the concept of the book, but maybe
Yeah.
aren't purists on the actual story. So,
But then you get Harry Potter, and Harry Potter was almost page for page. You know
yeah,
what I mean? So it's like,
Dude, Harry Potter was. I didn't read the books. Like I said, I don't read.
yeah.
I watched the movies when I was really young because that's when they were coming out. So
Yeah.
I was watching them. I just watched them all again like a couple months ago.
They're great.
They're really good.
They're really
They're
good.
really, really good.
I've only ever seen one.
Dude, I highly recommend you watch them.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite? Goblet of Fire?
Probably.
Yeah, that's the one where it goes down.
Yeah,
man.
man.
That's
It gets
where it's
crazy.
wild.
It gets crazy.
I've had this discussion before, and a lot of people agree with me on this. I feel like growing up, you're one of 2 people. You're a Harry Potter person
Or Star Wars.
or a Star Wars person.
Dude, no,
And I was
'cause I'm
Star
both.
Wars. I can see, man.
Yeah,
I
dude.
can tell. That's why
Let's go.
I was just about to say.
Damn, I didn't even look at that the whole time.
You're both of them.
I think I like a lot of things.
So
like
Mhm.
I like Dragon Ball Z. I like Dragon Ball Super. I like Rick and
yeah,
Morty.
my brother was like, he texted me. He goes, "By the way, Alex is a huge Dragon Ball Z fan."
Oh.
I was like, "Well, that works."
100%.
I hate Super.
Wait, this is your code.
Yeah, we had a 3-hour podcast about like why Sheldon hates Super, and he brings up a lot of good points, but I disagree, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
No, I love Super. So this is what I thought was gonna happen. I didn't watch GT. I watched G. I didn't watch Dragon Ball. I only watched Z.
Okay.
I loved Z.
Mhm.
I just like when GT came out. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wasn't into it. So that's what I thought was gonna happen for Super.
Mm-hmm.
When Super came out, I was like, because last time I watched Z, I was young.
Yeah.
I was young. So when Super came out, I'm 20 years old now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like I was like, how am I gonna like a show that I liked when I was a little kid?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it happened, but I still love it. But that's the thing. Like you brought up the nostalgia factor from earlier about like games like Pokemon games. I think that's what I have with Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
I really like. I don't think I could go watch any other animes. Like I think that because I know Dragon Ball and I love all the characters, that I have like this connection where I love watching it.
Yeah.
I will say though that I didn't watch the whole thing because I watched it in English. I watched the dub.
Yeah.
So I know all the subs are out, but I only watched the dub version.
So do you know how the series ends?
No, I have no clue.
You're in for one heck.
I heard a rumor and I can't get it out of my head. Have you ever like heard a rumor of a TV show?
Yeah.
Like a spoiler, but you want to forget it.
Like you're on YouTube, you see like one picture, and you're like,
yeah, like
that picture just ruins everything.
Dude,
it's terrible. And anime is worse.
I'm trying to forget it, but the more I try to forget it, the more I think about it, and it's horrible.
Let this be a comfort that there's always some details that are left out. And I'm not sure if you saw the movie trailer for this winter, but that's gonna be pretty interesting too. So that's all we'll say. Well, we won't dive into Dragon Ball then, because I don't want to risk spoiling Super. But I do want to ask you about the Star Wars movies, because a lot of people are polarized on that. What do you think about the new episodes, as somebody who's a fan?
I think that they drifted away from the original Star Wars. I think that, especially the last movie, I like the last
Han
movie.
Solo or 8?
Oh, 8,
Okay.
not Han Solo. I did watch Han Solo.
Did you
but not
like
that
The
one.
Last Jedi?
Last Jedi, yeah, personally, I did like it.
Yeah.
I liked it,
I like it a lot.
but I think it's so different from Star Wars. I don't think it's really Star Wars. Yeah, I get really like Marvel feels from it now.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's the thing.
They're making like these little jokes here and there.
Like,
There's
you like Star Wars? Like, that's kind of what it is. Like, remember that movie? Like,
Yeah.
those things, yeah.
See,
I
I
was
was
like-
cool with the Poe in the beginning when he was trying to get in touch with the commander.
Yeah,
I thought
that's
that
the
was
thing.
funny.
That's the scene I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
You know what it reminded me of? Oh my god, Thor Ragnarok?
Okay, so...
The opening scene to
When
that?
he's
Yeah.
fighting that guy and he's just making
Yeah.
jokes
Do
all
you
the
remember
time.
like when he's hanging down and he's
Yeah.
making those jokes?
Yeah.
Literally, like when I was watching it, I was like, it's the same thing.
Mm.
Like this like it's the same concept
Mm-hmm.
of Thor,
Yeah.
which is Marvel. I think there's a new director, right? Like
Yeah,
well,
so,
obviously.
so here was the issue. So
Did
JJ,
I don't
Go
want to
ahead,
interrupt.
go ahead.
I'm just curious about this, because you might know a lot more about
Yeah.
this than me. Did George Lucas write the premise for these?
no,
Okay.
he had no part.
Alright.
So he pretty much sold the rights to it, but he still had like an executive eye over it just to see everything was going in the right direction. So JJ Abrams made Episode 7, which was almost a recopy of Episode 4.
Yes.
It is what it is, but I thought Episode 7 was great. It was darker. It was darker than the originals, and it was also fun. It was a fun movie. Episode 8 was directed by Ryan Johnson, and he definitely... So after he signed on for this movie, they said he now has his own sequel trilogy.
Okay.
So he has his own trilogy coming out. So his style of what he wants to do in his own trilogy is written all over 8. Like the comedy, the Marvel type of aspect of it.
Yeah.
And, when I first saw it, it was a little jarring. I was like, but I didn't hate it. A lot of people were like, oh, this movie sucks. I'm like, dude, that movie is good. Like, I don't know what people were watching or stuff like that. But JJ's now back to doing 9 to finish it because the backlash that Ryan got for 8.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there was...
It's not that I didn't like 8. I liked 8.
Yeah, I did
I
too.
liked it. It's just it didn't give me that Star Wars feel. That's all.
It had
was.
Disney written all over it.
Yeah.
Whereas 7 did not.
I think Star Wars has always been like kind of nerdy, for lack of a better word. Like, it's very, very sci-fi. At least the originals are. And they're not afraid to be that way. And there's little quips and personalities that you love, but it's never like a Saturday morning cartoon feel.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars has its own like very... it has a world that's believable in its own right. It's like it's a world that has rules. People do this. There's classes, and they're supposed to act like this. And I feel like the new movies, they kind of do their best to be almost comedic. And I don't think a lot of people are feeling
the
that.
formula that the Star Trek movies are doing.
Right.
And those movies are great.
Right.
I never watched Star Trek.
Dude, they're watching new ones, the last 3.
I feel like so the thing
Really
is,
good.
my family was always a Star Wars family. Like that's what we were.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And growing up, it seemed like, and maybe this is I don't really know, but it seemed like Star Trek and Star Wars like bashed heads.
Yeah.
Like if you were either a Star Wars guy or a Star Trek guy.
Yeah, Trekkies they call them.
So Star Wars
And-
was the more fun, and Star Trek was the more serious.
Yeah, Star Trek was like
Right.
black coffee, bro.
So I felt like I could never watch it. I never really had the opportunity to because like my family was Star Wars, so
Yeah.
we never watched it ever.
Mhm.
But I guess now, like I probably could.
Yeah,
if I wanted
they're
to.
more fun, and like he said, Star Wars was really nerdy in the '80s and stuff, and so was Star Trek. Like they would say things, and you'd be like, "What?" They
Yeah.
both create their own languages, like Game of Thrones. Whereas the new ones kind of segue from like the super nerdy culture and make it just more fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, did you like Han Solo?
I did.
I
liked Han
loved
Solo.
it.
I thought
it was a really good movie, and the callbacks that they did.
Okay, so obviously spoilers. The one thing I didn't like about that movie is as soon as that tribal mask like warrior showed up, the lady where her like her machine makes the I knew that was gonna be a good guy, and first off I knew it was gonna be a girl. I knew for a fact because I was like the big reveal is gonna take the mask off and she's gonna be a girl. Everyone thought she was a guy.
Yeah.
Nailed that. Also nailed that like that was gonna be a good guy later on, which I don't understand because she was instrumental in killing off one of the main cast in the very beginning of the movie. So do we just forget about all that? Like, why are they helping?
We got to remember that these people aren't good people. None of them. Han Solo is not a good person.
Right, but one of their own crew died because of this BS. They were trying to knock that train off.
Yeah, because they were
So
trying
how
to knock
come
the
they
train
recruit
off so
them
that
later?
delivery couldn't go through because what was on that train was supposed to be used for like the wrong. Spoiler alert. For Darth Maul.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Oh,
That cameo
can we
later
talk
on.
about him later too?
Let's talk
Yeah.
about him, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was
I don't
sick.
know what's going on there. So he's still alive. So wait, I didn't do any research. My brother did some research and he told me
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Supposedly, like, he never died.
He didn't.
He didn't die, and
No.
but he never like wanted to get back and like into the ranks. Like, and now
Yeah.
he's like in like the
Yeah.
drug market or
Whoa,
whatever.
So-
wait a second. So,
Hold on, I can answer this one. What were you gonna say?
But this movie takes place pre-episode 1, so of course
It
he'd
does.
still be alive.
No.
Yeah, so
it takes place
It's
after
it's a
episode
young
1.
Han Solo.
Yeah, it takes place after episode 1.
Oh, you're right.
Because he had
Oh,
Metal.
you're right.
All right,
Wow,
so
I'm dumb.
you know
Yeah.
the animated TV shows, the Star
I
Wars.
know about them, but I didn't
So
know
there was the
about
Clone Wars and there was the Rebels, right?
them. Okay.
So, when
do-
Obi-Wan fought Darth Maul and he
Mhm.
fell down the shaft, right?
Mhm.
you covered
That's how,
that.
and we didn't see him. So
By
then
the way, I love
after
that
that,
scene. Love
yeah,
that scene.
it's classic,
It's so good.
classic.
Qui-Gon
yes.
Jinn, I think, is my favorite character. By the way,
It's just his name is awesome.
Oh my God, yeah.
He has the best name in all
Qui-Gon
Star
Jinn.
Wars.
I'm considering naming my first child Qui-Gon.
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 Like, I'm like, yeah, like,
Kids just call him Qui.
Yeah, Qui.
exactly. Dude.
Yeah, so after that, there was a couple books released because there's a huge books of Star Wars that no one wants to read except for the super diehards. I haven't read any of them, and I don't want to. He survived, and he was picked up because of his hatred to Obi-Wan for losing to him. Kind of like when Anakin, when he was chopped up by Obi-Wan. Remember when he was like, I hate you, and his eyes are yellow?
Right.
He had that hatred. That hatred kept him alive. So Darth Maul was found, and they put spider legs on him.
Yeah, they put like a cybernetic spider body.
Cybernetic spider
Yeah,
legs on
I
him.
saw that, yeah.
So then that carried into the animated shows, right? So this is before Disney bought it, and Disney said everything before 2010 is wiped out. It doesn't exist anymore, none of that. And people are like, so we'll never see Darth Maul again. So then Disney made a sneaky little decision to keep teasing in future books that Darth Maul's presence and Boba Fett were still there.
Okay.
And in the show, the Rebel show, he got actual metal legs.
Yeah.
Like legs, not the spider legs. And so he's been on a search to find Obi-Wan, and he started an organization that we saw in Solo. So now the Rebel show is canon, and the Clone Wars, which was canceled, announced last week that they brought it back to finish it, to tie it into Rebels.
That's intense, man.
So Disney was making
Not
low-key
gonna lie,
moves.
like I'm getting a little bit lost, but like,
Yeah, it's
like
a
there's
lot.
a lot of moves happening.
Yeah, it's a lot of moves happening.
Insane. Well,
So
yeah.
the next movie is going to be Darth Maul. So we might get that Obi-Wan movie, that Solo movie
Okay.
that people have been wanting for years. Now
That'd
Darth
actually be
Maul's back.
that'd be dope.
Yeah,
Because Obi-Wan has always been a character.
that's my favorite.
He's my favorite because he's kind of like the Piccolo of Star Wars. Like he's seen everything. Like he's been there from the very beginning.
He's the only one that's
Dude,
lasted.
Piccolo has been disappointing in Super so far.
But bro, like, you literally have Super Saiyan. God, how can you keep up with something like that if you're in the
That's
Namekian?
true. That's true.
That's impossible.
Yeah, but like he doesn't even try anymore.
But-
like, he sucks.
But there is something
He
coming
does
up there.
suck.
like,
I'm not gonna lie, he
sucks.
does suck.
There's
well,
some-
no, okay, but
He
also,
went from such a beast to just sucking.
Dude,
Bro, when
he
was
was
he a beast in
He
Z?
fought
dude?
Raditz, bro.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
he Because Goku held him.
Okay, that's true.
He wasn't doing anything.
Wait. Did you guys
he
play
ripped his arm off.
Did you guys play the video game of that? That's That's probably
Yeah,
like.
I saw that
That
video
is
on
gonna be hard.
Facebook the other
Dude,
day.
yeah, me too.
When you had to wiggle
It is the
the
hardest
stick.
level of
Oh
any
my
game
God.
ever, bro. It is so
And
hard.
I was and then what did Reddit say when he knocked him off? He's like, you gotta do better. And said you get that lose.
Lose.
You get that lose.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, so Goku and Vegeta are Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue, whatever.
Again, bro,
Yeah.
I gotta be really careful I don't spoil
I
anything.
Yeah,
know,
where are you
I know,
at? Tell us
please.
where you're at.
I'm on
He's-
episode 73.
Are you?
What's
You're still in
happening?
the black arc, right?
So
I see it now. I might
So-
be something away.
yeah,
Keep
don't yeah. Hold on, let me go and then
Yeah,
you go.
Yeah.
So they just killed. Oh my God, the freak is his name, dude? It's been a little bit because I just got back from South Africa.
Describe what he looks
No,
like.
he's the. Oh my God, bro! Like,
I think I know where he
Just
is.
describe what he looks like.
Dude.
What color's his skin? Let's
nah,
start
dude, he's
with
got the white spiky hair.
Okay.
Zamasu. Oh my God, bro!
Oh, so he's
That's
there.
So
Supreme Gods of Masu.
they just like spoilers. So like, if you guys are behind me, my brother's behind me. So like, if you're watching this part, don't.
skip ahead.
Yeah,
At
just
least
like
5
skip a
minutes.
So Trunks kills Zamasu.
And then great scene.
Which I kind of don't like, honestly. I don't like that he, like, because it just doesn't make sense to me. Because that means that Trunks is stronger than a Super Saiyan God. From out of nowhere, bang.
Well, let's again, dude. I'm a huge nerd. Let's tear this apart. He killed him with essentially a spirit bomb sword. Now, the iffy part there is how he made that happen, because he himself didn't know how he gathered all the energy in that sword.
Yes.
But that was the energy of all living beings surrounding that field. So it
Which
wasn't
isn't
just
many.
Trunks. But I mean, it was the kids, it was the soldiers, it was Goku and Vegeta who are super strong. So like, I could understand combined with his energy how he would be able to destroy Supremes of
Okay.
Master. That kind of makes sense because obviously he merged with Goku Black, which means he wasn't immortal. That I get. How he did that, I don't understand. It's kind of like a cop out, you know. It's like, and that's never revisited in a sense. Like, you
I
know,
don't think it was realistic for Zamasu to ever lose. I don't think that's ever realistic.
he merged with Black. I mean, that was his crux because he merged with Immortal, which made him mortal. If
Yeah,
he
but
would've
he
just been
still
Zamasu,
should have
he
been.
would've been good.
He still had like all power. Like he's still incredibly strong. But anyway, that's not the point that I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to talk about was that I don't like that there are like, I want to see Goku smack some people up. Like I want to see him like go to a world and like there's never a time where we see him. He's always being challenged, and it's always a challenge for him to win. We never see him easily. Like we never see him actually show off his power, and like we've never seen him sneeze like Lord Beerus sneezes and blows up a planet.
Wait till the final arc. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, and also
and
don't
then,
react.
and then we're gonna talk again, and I'm gonna just say every problem.
Did you
I
watch
have
it
with
too?
Super.
Did you?
Yeah, I finished it.
Okay.
Me and him finished
So
it.
please don't react to this. But I'm gonna tell you the rumor that I heard.
I'm very good.
I heard it for like one.
Deadpan.
I heard it for like 1 second. This is what I can't get out of my head. I heard that Goku and Frieza work together, like at the end or something. Like they work together. And if that's true, again, I guess you can't really talk about this because if you say it's not true, then that's like, I don't know. Like, I don't want you to say it's not true, but then if you say it is, I don't like that. I don't like that Frieza keeps coming back. Like I like Frieza as a
I'm in
character.
the same camp. with you.
Frieza, the first time he beat Frieza, okay, he comes back again. It's a grandma that does the voice or something. I don't know. He comes
in
back.
the
Trunks,
original, yeah.
Trunks slays in 2 seconds. Comes back again in Z. They beat him again.
The resurrection app.
No, I don't know if he comes back again. But I'm saying if he does, it's like, come on, like.
No,
Yeah.
there's a movie that came out that you saw in the early in Super when he came back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was his third time.
Yeah, that's what you mentioned.
Yeah.
Toriyama is somebody, and he's the creator of Dragon Ball Z, who is no stranger to fan service. Do you know anything about the movie that's coming out?
Nothing.
Okay, so I won't
I
talk
didn't even, honestly, I didn't even know a movie was.
I
coming
won't talk
December.
about that. But the movie that's coming out is very much a direct of people saying we want to see this character. So Toriyama when Toriyama ended Dragon Ball Z, he intended that to be the end. He's also the lead artist behind the video game Dragon Quest. He does Tobal. There's a number of side projects he did. He did Dr. Slump before he created the Dragon Ball Z manga. He was done, essentially, doing Dragon Ball. The only reason Super came back was because of popular demand. And it was also because it's such a marketable thing that they knew that they could make money off it. So it makes sense that the series has these fan servicey things, right? Frieza is one of those things. Resurrection F, as Frieza comes back, everyone would want to see that. Now, I know I speak in paragraphs, but bear with me. There was an interview with Sean Schemmel, who's the voice of Goku, and Christopher Sabat on a Reddit AMA, and they essentially, I'm not going to tell you what Chris asked for, because if I do, it'll spoil what's going to happen. But basically, both of their requests came true. They asked Sean and Chris, what would you guys like to see in Dragon Ball? Chris said something. Sean said, I'd really love to see evil Goku. And that happened, right? And the thing that Chris says also comes true in Dragon Ball Super. Toriyama made Dragon Ball Super to kind of fulfill the wish of fans. And this movie is like the ultimate fulfillment.
Okay.
So because Frieza is such a big character, he keeps writing him in. It's not like Star Wars where it's like, no, we're going to do what we want, and there's not going to be like, no, the Dragon Ball at this point is very open to suggestions. Extremely open to suggestions. And you'll see in this final arc, in the last arc of Super, you're going to be like, everything I ever thought has been turned upside down. That's
what I'm a little bit worried about then, since it comes out in December, is the dubs in English.
It's gonna
the dub versions come out once a week.
Yeah.
It'll
Like,
be,
we're
it'll
on
be
episode
finished.
73. How many episodes are there? Like 150 or something?
131.
131. You'll be finished. I
They
think
come out
it
once
will,
a week.
because the movie is coming out in subbed in December, but dubbed in January. So that gives you time.
Yeah, but if it's coming out once a week, there's still 50 episodes left.
That's fast math. Yeah, and I agree. It may not make it in time for the movie.
So what does that mean? I have to, like, should I not watch the movie until I watch the entire series?
Yes, because it is a Dragon Ball Super movie. It's not separate from the canon. It takes place after the events of the final arc. So you might want to wait. I know you're really strict on dub, and I commend you for that. I bit the bullet and did sub this time.
I tried. I'm not gonna. I tried one episode.
The voices pissed me off.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But I really forced myself to watch it.
I couldn't do the. Well, the thing was, like, to me, they sounded so different, and like they sounded a lot more girly to me. And I was like,
there's a woman who does Goku, right?
Yeah.
well, I was like, I want Goku. Like, I know he doesn't really sound manly in English, but like I feel like that's like his unique voice. But then in like, don't make him sound like a girl, you know? Like,
well, yeah, he has a kind of a screaming.
I'd rather him have like a deeper voice in Japanese than.
Well,
I don't know, man.
It's a theme in anime for Japanese protagonists that kind of have this like high pitch. Luffy's the exact same way. Naruto is the same exact way. It's somebody who's supposed to be friendly.
That's true, because Zamasu has a deeper voice.
Yeah, the villainous characters always get the deeper voices. When Dragon Ball was adapted in the West, Superman, Batman, all these characters that are popular with children don't speak that way.
Right.
So they had Sean Schemmel, and Sean, you're right. He does the whole flip where he's
that was
like
good.
a comical character.
That was good.
But if you notice, when it comes to Super Saiyan, and he said this before, the dialect will change in Super Saiyan. He'll start to kind of like edge his voice up like this, and he said that every level he goes in Super Saiyan, it gets a little bit deeper. So like, it'll always go. Even Super Saiyan Blue has a kind of a different sound. So
Vegeta has a very deep voice in Blue.
Right, the way that Goku is, and the way that the English voice actor.
I didn't really think about that before, but that's really I like that a lot.
But that's because the Japanese voice actor did the same thing. So Super Saiyan 3 Goku sounds very different from like what the Japanese base form would sound.
No,
there's
really
a lot that goes into it, man. But I don't blame you. I'm for anime. I know you're not an anime guy. I'm not into subtitles, dude, because when I watch Dragon Ball, I'm an artist, so I like to see all the art. And if I'm constantly having to glance down at the bottom of the screen, it takes away from the action for me.
You do get that blind eye eventually where you can like do both.
Yeah.
And like,
it's never gonna be as good though.
Never as good, because I'm not gonna spoil for you, but there's a fight later on in the series. Like, I had to like rewatch it multiple times because I was like, I can't pay attention to subs. I'm gonna watch the subs first, then I'm gonna rewind it and then watch the fight, because there are some things that go on that is like.
Oh, I remember what the
really
last thing I saw was, by the way.
What was
the last thing? It was when Hit kills Goku.
Oh yeah.
No, it ended on that episode. Like, Goku's dead right now, supposedly.
Yeah.
I kind of like don't believe it. I'm like, what?
But that's a fun one. But I'm actually kind of jealous of you, man, because you have a lot to look forward to. Watching it for the first time.
I'm pacing myself.
It's going to be absolutely excellent. So we're at 10:31 right now, which means we're kind of at 2 hours. If there's anything else you want to talk about, let me know. If you think now's a good time to end it,
It's up to you. I mean, I'll go as long as you want. If there's anything you want to talk about.
I don't know, man.
I don't really have
Yeah.
anything in particular. But
I think we're good. I need to head out because I got to do stuff with my bike before I go to work tomorrow. But I just want to say thank you so much, dude, for
yeah,
coming.
no problem.
Yeah, dude,
I
it's
appreciate
awesome.
the invite.
And we would love to have you back on once you
I'd
finish.
love to come back.
Yeah.
I don't know if like you bring people back at the
Oh,
same
yeah.
time.
All the time. All the time.
Cool.
Dude, I
no,
went from-
I mean, I've never done a podcast before, but
Yeah.
no, this was really cool.
Yeah, no, it's been really fun, and for sure you're gonna come back on. And I just want to get like updates, like as your channel grows, and like you can just tell us more and more stories about how that's going. So
Yeah, for
this
sure.
is really cool. I hope we started a cool thing. So really quick, man, I just want you to just like plug Sirud everything, dude. All your channels, everything. Just let people know where to find you. You're not on
yeah.
Instagram either. I was looking for you.
I'm not on Instagram.
Okay.
I'm honestly like, I'm only on YouTube essentially. I have a Twitter, but like I
Do you
only
use
have
it?
like I do use it, but like not as much as I should.
Yeah, I looked in
Yeah.
your description. I just saw your Twitter. I was like, he has no Instagram. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't have an Instagram. I think it's because more so like my if I was a vlogger, I think Instagram would be like really big. But because I play video games, I feel like Instagram, like yeah, it could be helpful, but
I see a
It
lot of
wouldn't be
people
bad.
put their clips onto Instagram. They're like, I want to see the rest.
yeah.
Go to
So I
YouTube.
think what I need to do a lot is, and it's kind of annoying for me to do this, but so I want to put my clips on Twitter. I want to put my clips on like wherever else I can. Like you see Ninja, you see all the bigger guys that always tweet out their clips.
Mm-hmm.
But on YouTube, like one huge flaw with the streaming system is you can't clip things.
Yeah.
So for me to get clip, I have to record the entire session and then go back into my editing software, find the exact moment that happened,
And
and then
everything else out.
like cut everything out and then render it and whatever. And like it's just a long process that is inefficient. And I think even though I stream on YouTube, I personally think that Twitch is a much better platform for streaming, and YouTube does need to catch up. But I don't know if they're really focusing on that at all. I hope that they do though.
You should. There's money in it.
But yeah, to plug my channels, okay, we got two channels. One is just Sirud, Sirud, and then the other one is just Sirud Plays. And the main one is my Minecraft channel, which is just Sirud. I mostly do Pixelmon there, but I'm trying to branch out a little bit into Minecraft. There's literally so many things you can do in Minecraft that it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping to like branch off and do something else.
Sorry, I've been saying Sirud, by the way, this whole time.
Oh no, it's
That's
fine.
just how I
It's
read
fine.
it. I
Oh yeah,
always
it's
get
cool.
stuff wrong.
It's cool.
But yeah, Sirud, thank you again, Alec, for coming on the show. Check him out. Awesome stuff. And, you know, he has so much content. So thank you so much again.
Yeah, no
This has
problem.
been episode
Thanks, man.
40. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
Yo, yo, yo. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Andrewcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your attention. Before we get into the content of today's episode, I definitely want to get into our sponsor that I've been so graciously gifted, Roast House Coffee, located in South Texas. Now, you may be saying, Andrew, I'm not a coffee person. You know, I like tea. I like drinking tea and honey and throw a little bit of milk in there. You know, I'm trying to live my life. Look, I understand you're trying to live your life, okay? I understand you may not be a coffee person. I wasn't either until I got me some Roast House coffee. Now, Roast House was gracious enough to send me Liquid Thunder. Liquid Thunder is a fan favorite in-house blend made by the Roast Coffee House. It combines the bold, smooth taste of dark roasted Colombian coffee beans with a subtle hint of chocolate to top it off. You can't beat it, bro. Let me tell you a little bit more about Roast House. The Roast House is not your ordinary coffee shop. They roast freshly imported coffee beans from all around the world, in-house daily, located in Brownsville, home of the brave, putting work in the street like a slave, Texas.
Our mission is to bring the taste of the world into South Texas, one bean at a time. From popular flavors to in-house blends, we serve all natural, preservative-free coffee, espressos, teas, and other beverages. Homie, come on into our shop and enjoy a fresh cup of Joe, or take some bean grounds home for your loved ones. So come get a fresh cup of Joe, or come take some beans to go. You heard it here first. Take some grounds home for your loved ones to enjoy. And for those not living in South Texas, don't fret, don't even worry about it. We will be launching an online store soon for coffee lovers across the world. You too will be able to taste coffee done right. Listen, folks, if you want some coffee, you want some high-grade stuff, you don't want to mess around with the Starbucks, right? You don't want to mess around with the Dunkin' Donuts. You don't want to mess around with the Wawa. You don't want to mess around with the McDonald's coffee, all right? You want to go straight to the house, the Roast House. Baby, Roast House Coffee. Look it up online. Look it up on Instagram. It's the newest. It's the latest. Thank you so much for sponsoring my podcast. Everyone enjoy today's episode. Love you.